Bingo, and we are live. What's up,
What
good
up?
people?
What up? What up?
In this
There we go.
outdoors, what's
People
happening?
already in the house.
So I'm
Damn,
in
James, aren't you tired yet?
I
James been
know.
rocking all day.
They
Hey.
don't sleep. We don't sleep either. I've been out there since. I've been up since 7.
got my Uncle Lou in there. My Uncle Lou in there.
Uncle
What you
Lou.
doing?
Hey now, come on. that's
What? What? I
we
said that's
gonna
my
have
Uncle
we're
Lou's
gonna have to
thing.
have a discussion about my Uncle Lou.
Yeah, that's my Uncle Lou. Raymond, what's happening, Raymond?
Oh man, Uncle Lou, you was definitely represented out there today at Hayes Point. We had about 1,500 rods out there. There we go. Fish snatch is back.
Yeah.
Yo.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody out there?
Ram, what's up, Ram?
Ram Diaz, what's going on?
Big Ram.
Raymond, fishing
Listen,
local.
Uncle 336, what's up, good buddy?
Uncle Lou.
Willie, how you feeling, man?
Dabo, what's up, Dabo? How you doing, man? Feeling any better?
Laughing Cat Laughing Cat Fishing, how's it going?
Thomas, what's up, Thomas?
Thomas in the building.
What's up, Raymond? Laughing
Cat.
Cats.
Yeah.
Let me share this
Laughing
thing
Cat
out so
Fishing.
people can come in for that the after party.
Yep. This
After
ain't
party,
nothing but
it's
the after
after
party. We
party.
sitting here, nothing planned, nothing special,
Ain't nothing. We
just kicking with the fellas, and ain't nobody fishing. So, what better way to enjoy your
I
night?
know.
Look at these
Ain't
handsome
nobody
fellas
doing
like
nothing
us.
right now. Here we go. After party.
Yeah, man, I had a few bars today, and I forgot what it was now. Something about the food was good and dripping. I don't know, but it was fun.
Got some fire bars.
Yeah, I was
in the chat, but I didn't see nothing. I barely saw the chat today.
Yeah,
We're going to change
Raymond Williams.
His name is not Two Stands anymore. It's Two Bars.
2 bars. 2 bars. After last night, it's 2,000.
I still haven't been able to check it yet to see what it was, but
you'll
truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
It'll update sometime
Big
tomorrow.
Matt, what's happening?
Check it out.
Appreciate you coming on in.
Big Matt, what up? What up?
Hey, today was epic.
Today,
What's up?
Shout out to Michael Chavez and Sharon Chavez for coming up to the meet and greet. They drove
Let me
down
do
here.
the highlights,
Show-
fellas. You know, I shared it out, but I didn't get to watch it. I was out there on the water trying to catch some fish in the heat, and then I had to go to check my mail, and then y'all be looking out for this mail call. But run me through the highlights.
Mail call, man. Highlights was a lot of people came out. We had about 55, 60 people total come out.
Really?
Kids and everything. It was a blast, man. We got to meet a lot of people. Got to meet a lot of the subscribers too as well, not just other YouTubers. Cooked a whole bunch of food, burgers, hot dogs, gypsy habanero chicken. The wife came through, did a fish fry. Brian P had the mac and the beans, and the Mike Chavez and Sharon Chavez came through. Mike made the wings and the smoked Gouda dip. That thing was on fire. We had a blast.
That's
Jackson
crazy.
7 from No Real Loss. Mark, of course, Fishing Magician was there. Oh man, we was out there from about 9:30 to I just left it like 10. I probably left like around 10 o'clock. I left.
Oh, really?
Not a lot of fish were caught. We probably caught like between all of us collectively that whole time we caught probably like 15 blues.
So something I did see that was dope that I noticed was there was 2 cameras going. There was a takedown cam and like a crowd
cam. The grill cam, and we had 2 takedown cams, one on Vex's rods and one on my rods. We should have had it on Mark's rods because he was catching all the fish in the beginning.
I was going to say, y'all caught 15 and 2.0, Magician 2.0 caught about of them. So
Yeah,
I told him he had to take his rods out. Take your rods out the water. You're not catching no more fish today. You are retired for the day.
Bex was trying to get Stephen to cast over his lines, and
look at Kevin. What are y'all doing?
This
This is the after party, Palmetto. We don't sleep, man. We just keep going.
It's the after party. It's the after
Honestly,
party.
I don't know what we're doing. Brian sent me the message like we about to chit chat, and I was like, cool.
Mr. Doug, what's up? I missed one more. I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta get my stand on. Hold on. Robert James, what's up? I gotta show love to my my people in the chat.
Nah, man. Brian B was the one that didn't go live out there, so we live at home. We gotta give Brian some supporters on his channel, man. We gotta get him some success today.
That's right.
Becca,
I need to clear this out real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna share it out.
All right, cool.
Hold on. There's no
way.
Let
me get my circle before Brian take my picture.
Uncle B was out there, but he was just Brian B today. He had the polo on, he was looking all fly and stuff. But Uncle B's out now.
I saw that. He had the polo, the jeans.
Yeah.
Probably was he wearing Doc shoes too?
I don't remember what the shoes he had on. But man, yeah, it was awesome, man. We had a blast. Polo say what? Yeah, Kevy Kev. He was out there looking clean out there. Didn't see Brian on the live. He was around. He was lurking. He had his rods off down in the distance, not doing nothing.
But that's all right, because Brian B.
I had that 12-foot rod. I had to clear the tree when I cast out. They weren't gonna get me in camera tearing trees down Haynes Point.
Yeah, Brian was out there.
Brian B had family represent, and his little nephew took over Bex's live.
Lurking and smirking, Palmetto said. Yep, that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, Catfish Chris come in.
Yup, Catfish Chris, he came up too.
Blues rod now.
Yeah, he came up, man. We had a good time. Mike and Sharon Chavez, they're awesome, man. Sharon was putting my son on the walker and was pushing him around. He was having a blast. He was loving it in the building. He was loving it. It was
what's up, Sharina?
Sharina,
we ain't doing no giveaways tonight.
I'm pretty sure I got a package from you. I haven't opened it yet because I want to record and do like a mail call thing and post that up. I'm pretty sure I got your stickers though.
And I have confirmed it with Sharina today that watch your fish mail, because it is that the post office is done taking. They see that it's a package of stickers or whatnot for fishing. They somehow disappearing.
The person that delivers to your house must watch your channel. They take it all this stuff.
Oh, that's got to be stickers in there.
Nah,
Kevin, your boat's safe tonight. You can sleep good.
Your boat is safe for now. For now. You done knocked out that Brian was trying to give away your boat. Bigfoot Prepper, what's going on, man? George is in the house.
I ain't been to the garage, Thomas. It might have came today. I ain't go to the garage today. I get all my mail sent to the garage.
But we put that yesterday. We were like, because people kept asking, you guys gonna go live? You guys gonna go live? We was, at first I was like, I don't know. I was kind of hesitant. I was like, people want to see us go live. We're gonna figure this thing out. I was like, we're gonna put some cameras here, and have a takedown cam, have a grill cam, and it worked out. I know we wasn't able to read and run chat like that, but everybody got to be a part of it and get to see and stuff. So.
Cool, Thomas.
Oh yeah,
James Kirkpatrick, what's happening? James and his sister came down today from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Big shout out to James and Lisa.
I want to apologize for Has. Not putting y'all on no fish today.
Oh,
No.
I caught some fish. Actually, I caught the biggest fish. It was only 15 pounds, but it's still the biggest fish of the day.
Was it? Was yours the biggest fish?
Yeah. Mark's was what was it, 7-11? And I think he caught a 13-pounder too.
well, if I would have showed up there,
I caught the ugliest fish.
Yeah,
if I would have showed up there, I would have targeted the small fish.
I think that went to.
Well, I think I'd have beat you this time, Stan.
I think that went to Richard. I think Richard caught the smallest fish today.
The fish I caught looked like he got bit by an alligator and he escaped.
No, Lou, I didn't even have my carp rods out because we was on the riverside. Carp fishing isn't even that good. First, we were gonna go to Channel Side, but we ended up fishing on the riverside. So, and there was also so many rods out that I was just like, nah, I got enough rods out. I'm not putting the carp rod out. That's gonna get all snagged up on people's stuff.
Kevin, storms don't stop. Storms don't stop you from fishing, buddy. You didn't learn anything from me.
That's right. It sure does look like tomorrow morning you're going to see two stand day out there in the rain up here in Virginia tomorrow. Gotta go.
Yep, Kev. Wifey pregnant, so I'm just like, yep. When I'm out here, when I do these lives till like 1, 2 in the morning, I'll just crash right here. Don't even wake her butt up.
Yeah, it's that storm for that boat tournament. I was like, man.
Palmetto says they do when you on Lake Moultrie. Those storms shut you down.
Hold on, in my Kevin voice, they must get sirs. They must get sirs out there. Yeah, buddy. We had what? We had storms yesterday, just skipped us. But everybody past where I was at got it like crazy. Like they said, lightning, thundering, almost like flood rain. And I said, yeah, glad it ain't.
We got a polar bear in the house. What's up, the Chad?
What's up,
polar bear? What's happening?
Polar bear. We got some rain coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do we?
We need rain though. Oh yes, please. I hope it rains all day tomorrow.
Nah, I gotta get out and go to work.
We need the rain tomorrow. We need a lot of it. So our river's down right now. The bite his booty cheeks.
Becca, I'm trying to still figure out how you still woke. You was in chat
earlier. Did you see today? She was up all last night. She was definitely in the chat earlier. Hey, she up here now.
She was on her job last night. She must got a free check coming in from there.
That's right. I hope them boys on the dock be cutting you in there on that, Becca.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
She was in there all night helping them.
Yep, reading the chat, doing the thing, having a good time.
I woke up this morning and she was still on there. I said, God dang, I said, I'm gonna leave them running. Becca was on there talking. I got off. Becca was back. She was still on there when I woke up. Said, oh yeah. Then she was in Has chat. I said, God dang. Okay.
But you know what's funny? You see the same thing. You got George Ray does that same thing. And
hey, George be in every chat too. Like where you come from.
And it be like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. when he's at. You don't care.
Pretty much all the people you see right now, they were the same ones that you were seeing last night. They were there this morning.
That's when yesterday runs into today, runs into tomorrow. You don't know what is what anymore. That's how it was when we were out there fishing that weekend. Everything was like, I was like, I don't know. It was.
We were like, it was on Saturday, no Friday, no Sunday, maybe Saturday. It was one of the days.
Hey, Kimberly Orler, thank you so much. That is not. Thank you. She just sent the boom to my cash app. And I don't even have a link up for because of John.
Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
Got it.
Little
Thank you
cash
so
app
much.
boom.
Oh, a Cash App boom.
Cash App really coming handy, bro.
Hey, Hags,
Yo,
can you send a link to CatCon? CatCon Kev? I don't know. I tried to send it.
Yeah, I can send it to him.
He said, because I'm doing something wrong. I did something wrong. Send it to him on Messenger. I don't know what I did wrong.
They're pulling a stand, Brian B.
Yeah, I'm pulling the stand, sitting here with a brain fart. 32. Hello. Welcome.
Say it, Kevin.
Robert James in the house. What's up, Robert?
Willie.
Absolutely. There's a lot of awesome people in the community. A lot of Uncle Lou, you're awesome too. Becca, of course, George Ray. Everybody has a place and part in this community.
Yeah.
Right?
Make sure
family,
you
as we call it. We call it one big,
Uncle Lou.
one big family.
That's right.
And it was great seeing everybody come together. It's good to be able to meet people up in person and have a good time today. You know, for the first time meeting people, and it's just like you knew them forever. You know,
Lizabella in the building. Lizabella was at the meet and greet.
Yeah,
I got these stickers today.
Yeah, I wanted to meet them, James and Liz.
Yeah, they came out. They came and showed out. I got to spark a cigar too, James. Me and Brian.
Yeah,
we had to, we was out there celebrating, just having a good time, chopping it up. Appreciate
celebrating
that,
like we won a championship.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I was celebrating like that last night.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Celebration is good for the soul.
Oh yeah,
that was
we definitely had a good time, man.
Sometimes it's time to get, have fun, unwind, celebrate, have a good time. But then tomorrow, back to work.
Back to work. Brian B, what was your favorite moment of today?
Hey, just seeing everybody, man. Everybody that came out was awesome. Like, I know we had 50 people there, and we didn't promote it really, but for what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah,
and not even strong neither, because I heard
just word of mouth.
Yeah, I was just doing it on the live. When I would go live, I would just tell people in the live and stuff like that. We finally created a Facebook page like
2 weeks before.
Like a week before.
What's up, bro?
Uh-oh. Here come CatCon Kev.
Kevin Kev. Uh-oh, look what he got right there.
Damn. You know what? I was gonna wear the Has Live hat, and I decided to go with Catfish Chris because he made the appearance today. But
they're gonna see me with the Has Life hat a lot, man, because it's the only. I mean, I got other hats that like with sponsors, but this was one of the bros. No sponsorship deal here. The bros,
Absolutely.
Yes, I got to get some more of you guys gear. You guys got to get your gear up. Hit me up so I can get a hat, get some merch. I want to support everyone.
Hey, Thomas said, "Isn't Celebration an old school song?"
Celebrate good. I'm about to say, come on.
It's gonna be Kevin.
It's a celebration. I think that song has been played at like every wedding since like 1980 something. It's
Mom Predator, what's up? No, I was just saying, Willie. I didn't know if you wanted to come up or not. I know you weren't feeling good. But if you want to come up, I can send you the link, buddy. But
come on with
it. Down and under.
So you got Stones over there, Kevin Kev.
Yeah, man.
Crossing eyes.
Yeah, I came home. So Thursday night on the way home from work, I got a flat tire on the Honda, So I had it was like today was the hottest day of the year, but Thursday was pretty hot too. And like everything was hot. The ground was hot, the jack was hot, the tire was hot. I kept having, and I was in a polo shirt. I was dressed like Uncle B earlier. I had a polo shirt on and my khakis, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting. I know everybody at the truck stop was like, "Man, look at that city boy right there."
They play some bets on if you can change that tire or not, and how long it's going to take.
Boy, I tell you what, I had sweat rolling down everywhere.
I know you was drenched.
I got it changed, but today I had to go, get the tire and get it mounted and whatnot. And so when I got home, I was like, yes, I'm gonna go fishing. And then once I got home,
Hey, Zach.
I mean, just like wind blazing, man. It's like, yeah, I ain't going out there. And the river is still terrible for catfish right now. So
right now, still nobody's catching them.
Nah, my dad went the other day. He said he didn't catch a one.
Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. We caught some beat up catfish today, man. Yeah. I was like, dang, man, these guys are coming off the spawn late.
That's good.
they all of them.
They good for us.
Well, I mean, you look, Jimmy fishes the same lake I did. Him and his wife went out, and they made a one fish video. Just going out. Lucky to catch one fish right now.
Yeah,
it's like that sometimes. What do you feel about that? I mean, it's real fishing, but do you think that's good content? Because it's realistic. It happens.
No, it was a great video. I like Jimmy. And it was a good fish too. It was probably 30-something pounds. Okay. So the one he caught was a good one.
He got so
you can make a video out of a 30-pound fish.
That's right.
Well, if I get a 30-pound fish, I'm making an epic video out of that. It might be 1 hour and 45 minutes long.
I tell you what, you get enough B-roll, you can make a video out of anything.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. True. You can make the best skunk video ever. Tell an epic story.
I don't know.
Like, we got skunk, guys.
I don't know. Skunk videos, this hard to watch. There he is.
Yeah.
I never watched a skunk video. Never caught my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys out there, or maybe one in particular, that he'll put it's a great guy. He's got lots of subs and just does a great job, but he'll put out got skunked today, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
If the title says got skunked today, I'm not clicking on that video.
Yeah, I won't do that anymore then.
Bad title.
It's like you reliving it.
Yeah. Bad title.
I'm trying to catch a fish.
Yeah.
I'm just getting over this. Now you gonna put a video up of it? It's almost like they made it for you.
Right. I never had a skunk live stream until this month. It's still July. Yeah. Crazy, man.
You would think it would be in the winter time that you would get a skunk live, not in the middle of the summer.
Shoot, I tore it up.
It's too hot out there right now, man. It's super hot, man. I ain't lying. This is like record-breaking heat days for us, man.
Look said, there's a lot of testosterone up there, Brian.
Rebecca want an invite to come up here to break it up.
That's right. Come on up here and even it all out.
That's right, Rebecca. You've been talking all day. You might as well come up now.
Put her in the middle, so the focus is on her in the middle, and then all the other stuff.
All the testosterone just be around.
That's right. Oh man, Uncle Steve in the house. Thank you. Again, I'm just going to get it out. Thank you, everybody, for the blessings last night. The love and support is just, you don't know how much it means to someone like me. So thank you to everybody involved. It's seriously, just overwhelming. I can't thank everybody enough. So thank you.
Yes, sir. This is awesome to see it as well, man. To witness it is awesome because, man, it restores what I believe in humanity, right? 'Cause the
Yeah.
news that have me believing different, man. The news that have me thinking the world is just buck wild crazy. People don't care about each other. I turn on YouTube and I see different.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a long time coming for you, Stan, and it was well deserved. You put a lot of work and a lot of effort. You go out there every single Sunday. You know, you do your Friday shows, you do your Sunday fishing from the bank with the fam, and you know, a lot of people love and support you. And then we were able to make it happen on YouTube last night. Everybody
pop up
came
on
in,
anybody's
showed out,
live stream at any
and
given
it was
time.
awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, you never know where I'm gonna be.
Definitely earned it.
Stan ain't got no boundaries. He gonna jump up on the live stream, and if you need Stan, I'll be right back. He will hold it down. I don't care if you passed out in the bathroom. He gonna hold it down for at least 5 hours before he says it.
Laughing Cats asked a good question.
Yeah, he put
What
a
do you
comment.
have planned for August?
So, well, Brian, since it's you first, your channel, what you got planned for August? What's got coming up?
It's August now. No,
not yet.
in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes will be August.
Expect a live stream this week. That's for sure.
So Brian's gonna do his
From the boat.
his first live stream on his channel.
From the boat. I got to get
From
that
the
under
boat.
my belt.
That's
From
what
the
Brian
boat.
got coming.
And the weather looks great this week for us, so I'm
There's
definitely
nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do it. I will be out.
What about you, Stan the man, Stan the moon, Stan the mayor?
You know me, I always got to have something going on. On Wednesday, I'm going to be the guest on Fishing 101 on Country Boy Cat Fishing Channel.
Nice.
Of course, Stand Day tomorrow morning and every Sunday morning. I think it's this Friday that I'm going to have Evan TV up on my Friday night show. Be talking with the young man and giving him some props and introducing him to everybody that's out there because you know, we got to promote that next generation coming up and show them that we appreciate them when they're doing things the right way.
Facts.
Got the 7-to-7 bank tournament that I'm going to be fishing in one night. That Rebecca's hosting the one night. I'm going to be hosting it on another night. And you know, you never know what else is going to be happening.
Oh yeah.
What day you got on that tournament?
Oh, that's August 20th. I believe that someone else on panel is fishing that same night.
Get out of here.
James River versus the Potomac River. Okay. Heavy Kev, what you got planned for August?
Oh man. Well,
Stanzilla.
you know, this week has been crazy for the channel, man. Like I've grown 200 subs in the last 3 hours or 3 days.
3 days. Wow.
That's
awesome.
This video I dropped on Tuesday is
doing very good.
Almost 17,000 views.
Wow.
Holy smoke.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Maybe some tagging or what, I don't know, but I'm
did you tag it or did you tag Potomac River on that?
No. Anyway,
I gotta admit, I've started putting that tag in my videos.
I said that not to brag, but just that I'm 26 away from 5,000 now.
Oh yeah, let's go so I can get my trip.
So I'm gonna have to plan that giveaway in August. So
yeah, you'll be there. You'll be there by probably tomorrow at this rate.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's great. Like every time I refresh, I gotta stop looking at it. It's driving me nuts. It's like 500 views every couple hours.
Wow,
it's nuts.
Wow.
So
awesome.
You know, when you get that viral, I've only had that happen one other time, and that was that Kool-Aid video that Stan watched. I had Stan using lemonade chicken for months.
And it was working.
I tried it too before that video, but I tried it. I might have got one fish on it, but it was so
it's
small.
It's dope when you get a video that just starts to just take off, especially because you know we drop videos all the time, and you know they'll get their regular 4 or 5, maybe 1,000, 1,500, whatever. But for it to go to that much, you know, it's awesome.
It's not. I never expected it to. I mean, I work hard on every video, but
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I caught 4 fish in this one, whatever. It's the one we shared on Snatchers thing last night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it just blew up, man. I can't believe it.
Man, you put together great material, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Great.
Yeah,
One thing
everybody
you
works
making
hard
sure
on their stuff.
your editing and all of that in your videos just be
I appreciate it.
A1.
And it gets better the thing that I like about it is since I've been in the Catfish family, Kevin's editing and stuff was always top notch, but it just keeps getting better and better and better, and that's where he just does
Appreciate
awesome.
it, man. Yeah, I watch a lot of other, like, I don't watch fishing videos a lot, other than, my friends. I don't really watch fishing too much. I watch other creators doing other things and just learn from that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, so August is gonna be my 5K giveaway. Obviously, I gotta build that bait board live, and then we're gonna have. I gotta go live maybe tomorrow night. I'll do my normal Sunday night show because I got to talk about this monster hunt, man. Like, I got
Yeah.
22 people registered for it.
22.
So 22.
Thomas.
I told you, Kev. I said a lot of people going to come out for this monster.
Go ahead, B.
Mark took a break from doing it, and Creole's hours work changed. So that's what happened with that. We was trying to get it together, but it had to be done after a certain time as far as with his schedule or whatever. So it pretty much like went to the wayside. But I don't have no problem doing a 1v1 with anybody.
As long as he's got E on the boat, he'll be fine.
Kev, I got to meet you today. I was like, oh, there goes the man that's catching all the fish.
That's right. Hey, I sent E a medal. Did he have his medal on today?
He told me, he told me put it on the wall with the rest of them. I told him hang it on his mirror of his truck.
So what I think I emailed all the people on the waiting list, and I said, hey, I'm willing to do a back-to-back. So what I think we're gonna do is a back-to-back monster hunt, Saturday and then a Sunday night. Saturday night, Sunday night.
I was thinking that because a lot of people want to get in it.
Mm-hmm. So that way it'll be big fish. I don't know. I might do a champion each night, but then I'll probably do an overall big fish. Because you got like on the waiting list, you got Ryan Bortz, you got Epic Catfish, a couple. Yeah, you got.
I'm glad I got
a couple other guys.
That's scary.
You got a bunch of people.
You got some heavy hitters.
Yeah. Let me see. Since we just chatting, I'll pull it up.
Well, while you're doing that,
he said,
Uncle Steve, the James River is not sterile. It was back in spawn for the second time because it had so much.
Yeah, it's not sterile. They're just out there just.
That's right.
Like rabbits. They're out there doing too much.
I don't wave a white flag, Uncle Steve. And I take a good
like this,
just like I give him.
All right, so in the tournament we got Bobcat Outdoors. This is a Saturday one. Uncle B. We got Dan Green Machine. That's one you're going to have to watch out for.
Yeah.
Trophy Seekers Outdoors, Daryl Morris. Jeremy Dufo, that's Creole. He's got some big fish down there.
He can never get out of the water, though.
You got Jimmy from Fishing and Gear, Outdoor Entertainment. And you got Haz and Mark. Or Haz. Big Mike from the Tennessee River. He's pulled a 90 in from the bank, so. And then you got
the Blue Moon.
2 stands.
2 stands.
Who was that?
So, never know where I'm showing up.
And then
is that second place stand over there?
And on the waiting list, you got Tim Scott, Ryan Bortz, Larry Payne from 3+1, Josh Dunnigan from the Weekend Angler, Jim Fowler from Blue Line, Jeremy. I think that's Jeremy Fitzpatrick from the chat. and then or Kirkpatrick. No, and then there's another Jeremy. No,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Jeremy.
James
Tournament
Kirkpatrick,
cats.
and then Jeremy Edis.
That might be Jeremy
Tournaments.
tournament
Tournament
trophy.
cats.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Okay,
Tournament
that's right.
Catfish.
That's who it is. That's who it
Yeah.
is. And then Clint Singer from Circle Hook
October
Productions.
30th.
Yeah, man. So we got 9 on the waiting list. And then all of you guys that are in there, and so there should be 2 good days of fishing. And everybody who's responded from that waiting list said that they want to do it. So I haven't heard from everybody, but we have enough to make it a Sunday anyway.
I can't wait. I got tricks up my sleeve too. Ooh, y'all about just have to wait and see.
So that's going to be October 30th, and then Halloween night too. So that should.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give y'all one pointer right now. Y'all seen E on the boat this time. Y'all not gonna see him on the boat this time. The next time.
Oh,
He
Oh,
going in
you in
on
trouble
the-
then.
He
You might as well stop now.
He taking the hooks and getting the scuba gear. He going in there and snap.
Hey, but before then, in
Appreciate that,
September,
Tiger.
I got the women's tournament, man, and that thing, I got somebody on the waiting list for that too. We got Amy Payne, Chrissy Brown, Alicia Barnett, Katie Collins, Lori Baker, Missy Kennedy, Bex, Sharina, Pontoon Jody. Yeah, we
This
got
gonna be a
we
good
got a
one.
bunch of people in there, and then we got one on the waiting list.
nice.
And that's
Let me
for the
tell you,
women's
you gotta-
tournament. That is gonna
That's
be
the women's tournament in September. But in August, the thing that I got next week is a Catfish Imposter Challenge.
Oh
right.
yeah, that's next
Oh.
Sunday, right?
Yeah, I hope that goes well, man. I've had 2 or 3 people like email me and say, "Yeah, I need to back out of it," and I'm like,
wow.
why'd you sign up if you?
Yeah.
But we'll have fun. Keith from Fishing and Stuff will be on there. Steve Douglas and Chris Flores. So
Oh,
it'll
yeah,
still
yeah.
be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be
There's a
lots
lot
of
of
laughs.
awesome news. A lot of awesome news.
That's gonna be a lot of laughs.
What about Snatcher? What you doing in August, man?
August, man, I'm gonna be hunting some new species. I'm gonna be trying my hand in the bag that I never put my hand in before. So we should see what happens. But other than that, still doing my usual, making videos as they come.
Brian, man, I'm gonna need you to start clicking these comments. There's some funny comments out there, man. You
I
gotta
am,
start
but I'm
highlighting
listening at the
these
same
things,
time.
man.
And before we get going on, Fish Snatcher and I also have something that we do every Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on Eric Burnside channel. It's the Bible study at 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoons on Eric Burnside's channel. They've kind of hashtagged us with hashtag Fish Church, and we kind of like it. We're rolling with that. So y'all ever need some prayers or just want to sit in and listen? Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. on Eric Burnside.
Sir, I'm on Eric Burnside's at 2 p.m. and I'm on Panama City's at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can't make the 2 p.m., make the 9 p.m. Make the 9 a.m., make the 2 p.m.
Hey, laughing cat.
Yeah, that's the way I was running. He didn't get to the laughing cats yet, Thomas.
I appreciate you.
On the waiting list for the female tournament.
Hey, and I got to get in the Iron Cats, so I got to do what I got to do.
Oh man,
My name will be Stacy for the Iron Cat, female one.
I don't think I really don't think any man that enters that contest would have a chance against them women. I mean, you got Bex.
No, heck no. Why do you think I'm not even trying? I've already lost to them.
now. Bex is on fire. Bex is on fire. So it's gonna be hard to knock her off.
And you got
She
Laura
know
the
right
Explorer
now.
in there. She
One
caught
day
a
I
big
will
one on the
clock
bank
you,
the other
dude.
day.
Well, then
I've already lost to Bex and Sharina. Why am I going to try again?
in August, I got
Yes, ma'am.
out fishing in this kayak a lot. I just signed up for the kayak tournaments, kayak catfish tournaments. So I'll be doing both of those. So the monster rod holders came in, so I'll be setting those up tomorrow or Monday, depending on the weather and stuff.
What hat is that? I can't tell if that's the same one I got, ain't it?
What's
This
that?
one here.
Yeah, that's the same one you got. Yeah, that's the same one you got.
Yep.
So we're gonna be doing that. Of course, we're gonna be doing the live shows, and I gotta I'll be going up to Deep Creek for a week of fishing up there with the family. That's gonna be fun. Deep Creek, they got largemouth, smallmouth, chain pickerel, and pike. Pike are like I love catching pike, so I can't wait to go up there and do that.
What's up, Gadget?
Editing some videos and stuff like that. We'll have
Yeah, I need to do a live fishing trip sometime this week.
Hey, Mike.
It really hurt me that I couldn't go today.
Oh yeah, Kevin. I thought you was gonna get out there sometime and do some live out there.
I did go bluegill fishing on Friday. Big Nasty and David Martin came down. That was fun, but we filmed a video. We didn't go live.
Yeah. Is that what you were editing today?
No, man. I got 3 videos that I'm backed up on.
That's how I am too. I have a video with Catfish Chris that'll be coming out on Monday. I'm almost done with that one, so that's gonna be a good one. We actually caught fish this time. We didn't get skunked.
Didn't you have that? What's his name with you?
Adam.
Yeah. What is his channel name?
Nautical Pride.
Yeah, nautical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a clip where he told you to put your chicken away.
This is gonna be a funny video. It's gonna be hilarious. I can't believe this. It's gonna be funny. Funny clips. It's awesome. It's dope. We had a good time out there. He was like, "Get out!" When I told him I had some chicken in the boat. Oh man.
So,
Hey,
and you guys earlier, what is August good for as far as fish go? Like what's hitting in August?
Bluegill.
Bluegill's always hitting. Yeah.
Always hitting.
Bluegill eat 365 days a year.
We caught some big ones.
We
caught some big bluegill.
Snatcher would never go hungry. There's always bluegills.
Yeah.
Steve, I just finished editing a video tonight, and I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it to the members here in just a minute.
When you drop it to the members first, that doesn't hurt the engagement, like and stuff.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't care about that.
Gotcha.
But I just the video that I was just talking about. I did the same thing, and it's blowing up. So
okay, because I wasn't sure if that like messes with the algorithm. That's why I didn't do it.
nah, they get to see it first.
Gotcha.
Got to take care of my peeps.
Oh,
we get
that's
here on Tony.
So that's what we're doing. I'm adding that to my members that I'll be jumping on their panels with them. You know, that's one of the things I'll be doing. So
That's
you got to take care of your members.
On my good videos, like
not crazy.
Especially my longer videos, I like to premiere them and be in the chat and talk with people and all that stuff.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I ain't got that good yet.
Yeah.
I'll help you with that, man. It's not that hard.
I know. That's why
he gotta put a video together first.
You got to make a video. That's the first step. You got to make a video.
Some stuff I'm working on. I got some clips.
I mean, that helps. Making a video helps.
Yeah, making a video, getting out there and recording a video will definitely help. You got to have some content to edit first. So
that is going to be the next. First. That is the other thing that I did forget for August.
The Chit Chat with this and all
Brian's on like step 4. He's trying to put a video out, but he didn't record the video yet or edit the video.
I have already set it up with Dan Green Machine. We're going to sit down. He's going to go step by step into how to edit with me. And so you will start seeing videos from Two Stands. And that's going to be coming up probably by the end of next week.
Do you have a computer stand?
What's that?
Do you edit on a computer, or are you going to be using a computer or your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I got an older laptop but I think it has Windows 10 on it.
That's good. That's all you need.
So I'm gonna bring that, and we're gonna see what he's gonna try to do. Editing 101. We're just gonna sit down one day and just do it till it's done, and I'll go from there.
Keep it simple at first, Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it
Got a
simple.
question for you, Snatcher. Robbie got a question for you.
Any tips for bass fishing? Sorry, I don't know what the other words you put in there is, but all I can tell you about bass fishing is fish the rocks, fish the rocks, fish the down trees, fish along the banks. I use trusty dusty worms, but I actually found and caught a few on. They say the easiest way to do it is with these worm lures, these what they call them worm lures. Guys, help me out.
Cinco worm,
Yeah,
Cinco worms. Thank
yeah.
you.
soft
Cinco
plastic.
worms. Yeah, soft plastic.
Robbie, the easiest and one of the easiest ways to catch them is a wacky rig, a Senko worm, and throw it out there and just kind of, just jig it, kind of work it, let it sink to the bottom. That's one of the best ways to catch them.
And bass, you're looking hot in the heat like this. Bass, you're looking early morning or early evening once that sun gets off from being straight down. If you get overcast days, that's a good day to target some bass. That's.
If you want to have the funnest way to catch bass, get up early in the morning, get up there before the sun comes up. As the sun starts, go out there and throw out some top water baits, and just keep throwing them until you catch a bass on top water. That is the most exciting way.
Yeah,
or
I was
out there
trying.
late in the evening, right
so
as the
boring.
sun's starting to set.
It's boring when you don't catch anything, but after you hit something, Brian, I ain't gonna lie, man. I see why they do it. It took me forever to catch a
bass
fish
fishing
and
is not easy.
bait.
It's very, very challenging.
Here's also another tip
You
for
gotta
that.
pray your arm is in socket when you finish.
Yeah,
That's why you need a good bait caster, Brian. Man, I learned them bait
Calm
casters.
down, Uncle
They
B.
wear me out.
Here's another tip for that. Bring one pole where you've got live bait out on it, and then your other pole you cast in lures.
yeah.
That doubles your chance.
A good
And
tip is to throw out a catfish rod while you bass fish.
Well, you're gonna be there for a while if you do that, right? Catfish, you're gonna be there for a while.
Nah, but actually, honestly, you can't even do that because when you're bass fishing, you gotta cover a lot of ground. You gotta walk around the whole pond and lake. You gotta keep moving. So
You do.
keep moving. Yes,
The best tip I can give.
has some awesome Savage Gear lures on his website.
Yeah. So the best tip I can give though for bass fishing is don't eat the big boys. They get mad at you. Put them back.
You're gonna don't release them to the grease. Put them back. The bass definitely comes down your video.
Bass don't taste that good anyway.
Oh, they taste pretty good, man. They taste pretty good.
You talking to Snatcher?
You know what, Palmetto? I have to cook you up a bass and send it to you one day. I'm gonna change your life, bro. You gonna be like,
I'm gonna change your life, bro.
I mean, I kind of like my life the way it is.
Oh, after you eat a bass, you're gonna rethink that. After you eat that bass,
I've eaten bass. I've eaten fried bass and grilled bass. It just, it's all right.
What'd you eat it out of? What kind of water did it come out of? Now I'm gonna tell you something. I don't eat pond
The wet
fish.
kind.
I don't eat pond fish. Period.
They got to be in a lake. Huh?
No, it was in the river.
Gotcha.
Tidal river.
The river should be good, I would think. I'm not sure. I never ate one out the river before.
I mean, it ain't bad, but it ain't like, I got to have more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I've never eaten a bass, so I won't even know.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. You're missing out on life if you haven't tried bass. You gotta come
striped
out.
bass. I mean, rock bass. I'll tear those up. Those are good.
Striped bass was my favorite fish to eat out the ocean.
Striped bass.
Now, striper, that's different.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about largemouth bass.
Yeah, oh yeah, we were talking about largemouth. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, a largemouth
largemouth.
just like a striper.
No.
Oh yeah.
I ain't said it tastes like a striper.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Nah, you can take a good fillet of striper and put it on the grill, man.
I'm gonna tell you
with a
what.
bass, it'll break apart.
Hold on. Somebody
Oh no.
I can't
No.
get
Hey, I'm gonna show you these pictures. They all flaky meat, man. I gotta show you. But I said you can't eat the big boys. They get mad at you. Don't eat the big boys.
Look
But,
Hey, it's Becca.
Becca, what's up?
What's up,
There
Miss
she
Buffalo?
is.
Hey y'all.
Becca, how you still up?
All right.
Shout out to Alicia. Alicia loves smallmouth bass.
The testosterone level just dropped down. Thank you very much for coming up, Becca.
Now, I never had smallmouth. I've had largemouth, and it tastes just like a bluegill. I mean, it ain't nothing to it.
Hey, there's Mark
Yeah,
kept
Yeah,
dropping in the house.
it tastes like a bluegill.
But a stripe
bass?
bass, a striper, ooh,
Yeah,
that's
stripers
good
are
eating
the
right there.
Largemouth bass from cold water. If you're in like a cold water lake, which doesn't happen a lot down south, but you get cold water springs or some rivers where you get some cold springs in the river or a cold creek coming into it. If you get bass that's from cold water, it is 100% better. It's a much firmer fillet.
That must be what it is, Dan. I can agree. So the water where I fish, I'm in the mountains. So the water pretty much stay cold year round.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll definitely make a difference.
What up, Mark GLM?
Miss Becca, what do you have coming up in August, Miss Becca?
Same old stuff I always do.
Same old.
Sounds fun.
Which
Well, I
is
mean-
support the crap out of everybody. Just Becca makes me smile every day. Just she's such a sweet person, such a kind-hearted person, and just a friendly. You can't help but want to talk to somebody like her. So thank you, Miss Rebecca, for being you. You've helped so many of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I second that.
Thank y'all.
I heard
mean,
that. Exactly
I'm
what
still
Dan
just,
said.
I'm still trying to plug away to get over, get back over to Arkansas and waiting on. I'm still waiting on a bunch of paperwork to come in, and it's just taking forever.
It'll come.
But as far as YouTube, then I'm gonna try to host that Sept to Sept on the 20th. So heaven help us all, because that is totally new for me. Kevin makes it look like super easy. So
you're a natural. You'll be fine.
y'all are gonna be going, no, that's the wrong person up there. That's not who's catching the fish.
Uncle Steve said, "Hey, Miss Becca, finally something worth looking at up there."
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, when Uncle Steve is right, he's right.
Uncle Steve, you need to come on.
Lovely, hope you're doing well tonight.
Ozark asked where. I'm actually in mid-southern Arkansas. So kind of go almost to the bottom, midways.
What's fishing like in Arkansas?
Well, I mean, you catch fish.
Is it a desert? I would hope you would.
You catch
I mean, like where I'm going to be at, I'll be near the Ouachita River, and in there, the average is about 30 to 50 pound flatheads.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
So like I've been told, and that's just that's you can do smaller, you can do bigger, if you know how to catch them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which
that's a nice flathead.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, but you got to remember the monster cat thing is like new for me because I've always just fished.
Yeah.
I've never really targeted anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
throw some worms on the hook and just go out there and ask.
Well, there's a little bit more than just worms, but
Okay, gotcha.
Did I hear somebody say target?
Cut it out.
No, we're not talking about targeting your 5-inch catfish.
But I've never just went like, okay, I'm gonna go out there and I want to catch some monster. Normally I want to fill the freezer. So as long as I'm filling the freezer, everything else is just it's just gravy. So
respect that. I'm gonna throw it in the pot, guys. So I respect that.
We know you.
Yeah.
We know what you throwing it in the pot.
Yeah.
There's Harris, Ozark guys fishing came in. How's it going? Great to see you.
Polar Bear said, I don't know if it's true and I don't know if he's joking or he's serious, but he said you fish for ducks.
No, he said they fish for ducks.
They fish for duck snatching. Oh, in Arkansas.
Oh yeah, duck hunting is huge in Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
That's something I've never done. I've never done any kind of hunting before.
Yeah, me either. I've never done any type of hunting.
Oh man, that's what I grew up doing. So, my dad was even a taxidermist.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I learned a lot of that. I wish I'd have learned more before he passed, but yeah. Matter of fact, I got I don't know if y'all want to hear about all the the stuff on the wall.
Tell me about what's on the wall.
Well, let's see, right there in the living room, because I ain't packing none of that up because I don't want to mess up the horns. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 deer right there in the living room. Then there's 1, 2, 3 more deer out in the den.
Wow.
There's a turkey in the living room. There's 3 squirrels in the living room. There's 1 black squirrel and 2 red squirrel or brown squirrels.
That is awesome. And you did
Sounds
it
like
all
my
yourself?
dad's house.
Do what?
You done it all yourself?
Most of them are mine. There are a few in there that are my folks.
That's pretty impressive. That's very impressive.
Yeah. Matter of fact, one Christmas we had this huge the living room in here. It's like a 20-something foot high or something like that. And we had this huge Christmas tree that went all the way up to the ceiling. My daddy had to cut the top off of it just to make it fit. Because it was my turn to pick out the Christmas tree, and I wanted that one.
The big,
well, you know the ladies.
Yeah, I wanted that one. So we had a bunch of people over, and it was a friend of my brother's, and it was a girl. And I took the mounted squirrel, and I put it in that tree. And I waited till she walked by, and then I shook the tree, and she looked over, and of course I bet she jumped 3 feet. She's anyway.
I just fell backwards like grabbing my chest dead, man.
I just had a flashback from Christmas Vacation, that movie with Chevy Chase. Squirrel!
We even my daddy even mounted a crow, and he was perched up on a log or whatever, limb, what do you want to call it? Anyway, we named him Howard Cosell, if any of y'all remember Howard Cosell.
Oh yeah. Sports announcer.
Yeah, but Howard Cosell, when he announced sports, he was like a magpie. So that's why we named him Howard Cosell. Which I don't know. My daddy's called me a magpie my whole life too. So
hey, I'm about to sound funny right now. I don't know what a magpie is. Could you explain?
Oh, it's a bird that talks a lot.
Blackbird.
Yeah, it's the ones that are really annoying out there.
Like a crow?
It's similar, but it's a magpie. So
similar, but
basically, my daddy called me annoying. He said he once said that I could write a 5,000-word essay on a twig.
That's talent right there.
You're the person to host then, right? Yeah, they picked the right person to host.
Oh yeah, I'm a toker. Definitely a toker.
Howard Cosell, man, he was the man back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Howard Cosell.
Yes, sir.
Muhammad on the boxing, and he did everything.
Yep.
He knew his stuff too.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely knew it. So Becca, you never answered nobody. Have you been asleep yet?
No.
Oh my God.
No. I'll sleep, I'll sleep when it's there.
All right, Robbie. Have a good night, Robbie.
All right, Robbie. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
He said,
What's up,
speaking of sleep.
Hey. Becca been on, she was on Regulators last night.
Yeah, and you know what? Got to figure out how to clip that YouTube video of his, because I'm telling you, that takedown,
With that
needs to be on the Whisker
I
Awards.
watched it. It
Yes.
went down.
And you know it's kind of funny. You hear me on there, and I'm like, run, go get it, go get it, go get it. You're gonna lose it, get it, you know, or whatever I was saying. But golly, that I think I was more excited than he was. But
yeah, but that rod went down, and I had to go back and see what you was talking about, and it went down. It was literally laying over the water like this.
yeah, it was horizontal over the water.
5 more seconds, it was liable to go in the water.
Well, I tell you, I have fished with them live there with Aaron and LG, and there ain't nothing quick gonna happen. I can almost beat them in a race. So.
Ain't nothing quick gonna happen.
He actually got down there really quick because his battery was going dead, so that's how come he had to come and get in the truck. And so otherwise we'd have never seen those 2 rods because those were ones back on the bank. All the others were out there on the dock. So but man, that thing went down, and you know, I mean, even to the end, because I'm like, get that sucker, you know. But anyway, I loved it. It's I mean, I've seen a lot of the ones, you know, of the takedowns and stuff, but that one, I don't know. It's just, I guess, because it bent his rod holder, you know. And I think it ended up being 40.7.
Yep,
on that one.
Just over 40 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like the biggest head on him, you know, or what I guess what I consider a big head.
Yeah.
What did you say about his eyes, Becca?
Oh, they were dreamy. They really were. If you do, I mean, I only got to see one of them. The other one, you know, could be yucky. I don't know. That's on the inside. But that one, yeah. You go look at his eyeball, and it just kind of melted you.
You've got a dreamy catfish eye.
He did. He did.
You got eyes like a catfish. It's dreamy.
Oh, man.
They were the prettiest color. He was actually a really pretty fish. I got to admit. So I'm really glad I got to see that one.
I'll have to go back and check it out. He messaged me, I think maybe it's sleep deprivation, but I couldn't understand what he was saying in the message. And I said, huh? I messaged him back this afternoon. I said, huh?
Let me save you.
He goes, 9-hour mark. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, he was telling you to look at it.
Now, you know, after I replied back to him about 3 hours later, said, are you asking me how to screenshot or screen clip? And he never answered me back, so he must have went to bed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you, because it was a 12-hour stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's right there at the 9-hour mark, you know.
Check it out.
Kevin, I can answer that. That is talk to text with an accent like Aaron.
Yeah. He's definitely clapping himself. He got his headset on, and he's telling me what to say.
Yeah. And it doesn't pick up on the accent very well.
You definitely got to put it together.
Mr. Gadget, do you guys eat swan?
Swan? I didn't even know you can hunt them things down.
Yeah, I'm gonna
hunting swans, and they certain states, like apparently what I'm reading, you can hunt swans, and some you can't.
And he says,
Skelly, what's happening?
I would feel terrible shooting a swan.
In North Carolina,
creatures
can kill them.
3 plus 1 caught a goose this morning on the kids' derby.
A goose?
They caught a Canadian goose. I think it was. I don't think it was technically hooked. I think it got itself wrapped in the line. But I mean, it was fine. It unwrapped or whatever and got off. But yeah, I was like, when he did it, I was like, "Ooh, you caught a goose! Bonus points!" You know.
I tell you what, everybody thinks that swans are these. What's that?
Was there a winner of the kids tournament, or was it?
Well, they had different. Just like everything else. I think there was a smallest fish, a largest fish, the most fish. I think Miss Caitlin from the Weekend Angler. I think she ends up with the largest, and I think she had the smallest. And then 2 of them had 2 fish each. And then Thomas with Parker Pursuits, he ended up getting his personal best blue. And I think I had to go back, but I think it was like 9.76 pounds or something like that.
Jared,
And then,
what's happening?
And then
Hey, Alicia.
Lauren
I'm
of Lauren, Michael Murillo's daughter, she ended up getting her personal best channel cat, which was like 8.74 pounds.
Oh,
I saw that happen. That was a good one.
Yeah. So, and I think the award show, I think it's supposed to be this Thursday on 3+1.
3+1. Okay. So you really haven't been asleep because you was watching all those tournaments,
right?
Ours, you've been up.
Y'all don't realize how much my world is hunting, fishing, mudding.
Yeah.
You know.
It says that in your about section.
Do what?
It says that in your about section. Your about section says that.
Yep. Done it my whole life. It's just mine's a little different because I'm not one of those people that can spout out like knowledge, like what stuff is called, or I'm telling you, I tie my hooks or whatever, tie the knots, and it wasn't until your knot tournament that I found out, well, that's what I was tying this whole time. It was just, okay, my daddy said, this is how you tie them. I did it. I just don't know what they were called.
Yeah.
I mean, that's common. I mean, I didn't know what knot I was tying until I started getting into fishing as an adult. You just never had to explain it before. It's like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when people ask you, what knot do you use? I better have an answer for this.
Double knot. There's a double knot.
There's so many different knots to use and tie.
I mean, my daddy called me a knot head.
The best knot.
Simple.
The best knot is whatever knot that you're most comfortable tying, because it doesn't matter what knot it is. If you tie that perfectly, that's going to work best for you.
You ask me, I'm using the clinch knot every time.
So what I did, I watched one of these YouTube videos on how to tie a fancy knot to my frog, and then I slung the frog, and it just kept going. I was like, man, I launched this thing. Back then, there was no frog on the line.
That's funny.
And that right there is why, if you look, some of the most viewed videos are knot tying videos.
Yeah, they're very popular.
I know. I need to get to making some.
I know.
I just ain't edited.
Well, now that I'm at 1,000 subs, that's the first things that we're putting out. It's going to be some knot tying videos.
How-to videos do well. How to do this.
Well,
I got to upload mine.
A few videos.
I think what y'all because y'all fish so much, y'all don't realize that y'all really have skill that a lot of people don't have. It seems easy to you guys, but a lot of people don't know even where to start. And I was the same way with freshwater. So this is only my second year fishing freshwater, period.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning a lot every day from people just like you guys that's up here, and ladies, and I learn from all you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
What's that?
I actually found the this community or whatever because of an air fryer.
Really?
I went to find reviews on an air fryer that I wanted to buy, and I was looking at there, and over to the right, it had those suggested videos, and it was a homesteading channel that I looked at, and then from there, I went to a second homesteading, and then from there, that's when I found the hunting. The hunting led to fishing, and then this all came about. So it all started with an air fryer.
Air fryer led you to the catfish community.
That's how it started.
I still remember the first night you came in.
That YouTube realm, you just go from one video to another video to something else, and you just keep watching stuff.
Actually, when I first came in, it was on a hunting channel, and they thought I was a troll. First, they thought I was a dude. Then they thought I was a troll.
Well, I want to speak to that. So I've done that several times, thinking people were trolls. because what it is just the numbers after somebody's name, or if they have like special characters or numbers.
Mhm.
You know, I see in my comments on my videos, and you guys don't see them. Maybe you get some, but they're like crazy names, and it's like www.sextoy or
Oh yeah,
sex
man. I
thing,
don't
or
know what
you know
the
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And
Yeah.
so, you know, YouTube automatically holds those comments and you delete them.
Yeah.
So when you see a name like that with numbers, you're like, wait a second. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I let everybody in until they prove they don't deserve to be hanging around.
Oh, I do that now. Trust me.
Well, I tried to prove. I was like, I'm a girl, and then I had to try to prove it. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. Let me go try to put a picture up, you know. But then at Google, it takes like 24, 48 hours for it to show up.
Yeah.
So that didn't work. Well, so then I went up on somebody's panel like a few days after that. And then somebody else said, well, I'll be dang, she is a girl, you know. And then it kind of went from there. So it was from an air fryer to I finally became a girl to catfish.
Miss Becca, can I ask you a question?
It depends.
You already did.
What is that picture behind you on the right?
That
Yes.
it's mud and trucks. They're going through the mud.
Oh, okay. I could not make out what that was.
Yeah, there's two of
That's
them. There's one
fine.
right there and one right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually took that photo.
It's a pretty cool photo. Now that you tell me what it is, yeah. Looks like a sandstorm, but now that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some mud and truck races that I went to on that one. And
Stan, when you just did that, that reminded me when you was like Judy Booty and Dollar.
Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure you're a guy?
Hey, that right there was epic. That was epic.
He dropped the glass that he came up.
That will go down in catfish history.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Well, I thought
Mm-mm.
TSGA Tom was a troll when he came in that tournament, the first tournament, not the first
The Iron Cat.
one of the Iron Cats he was in, and he won a prize. And it
Oh
was,
yeah, I remember that.
TSGA and maybe his birthday or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've never seen you in here. Number
Yeah.
one, I've never seen you in any chat, and you got numbers at the end of your thing.
Yeah, but he ended up being a good person to know.
And now he's
That's right.
ended up being like, you know, a generous person that, you know, helps everybody out, and
Yeah.
and you know, and it taught me a lesson. I think you got to be taught lessons. You know, you gotta,
Yeah.
you
Give
can't
people
always
the
judge a
benefit of
book
the
by its
doubt.
cover.
Yeah.
That
Good
was
idea,
happening.
LinkedIn too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely give people, except for when Fish Snatcher gave that dude the wrench yesterday. I said, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Took it away like
You see
5
what
minutes
happened
later.
too, right? He didn't have it but 5 minutes. It wasn't even 5 minutes he had it. Just give me
Hey,
that
but
back.
you took it back.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I told him not to do it
I
because
thought
that
I
person
seen
is
that.
annoying,
I
man.
thought I
That
seen
person is annoying.
Give me that.
I forgot
Yeah,
what
that's
the
it,
channel
right.
name was.
He started right away. As soon as I gave him the wrench, he started. He didn't even wait. I was like, goodness gracious, bro.
He's like a young kid, and like he messaged me. It's just kept back messaging me and stuff.
Let me be honest though, man. I love the supporting the young kids, man. If I could, I would give them more wrenches and make them feel good, and I want them to know I support them. But you know, yeah, they do get a little crazy sometimes. So
Yeah,
Yeah, they think they got it. Then once you give them the wrench, they're like, okay, I can
he
do
didn't even wait
that.
5 seconds. He started right in. I'm like, good.
He just went right in. He's like, boop, boop, give me this back.
Yeah, but that's one thing I try to encourage, man. For all you guys up here, while I got y'all here, you just show them that you'd be surprised how much they love you guys, man, and ladies. I keep saying guys. I don't mean to leave you out.
It's I'm just like one of the guys, and we're out cutting up and having fun.
Every now and then I might call you bro, and I'll mean nothing by it. Please believe it. I'm just saying, it's split to call
No
everything
offense
bro.
taken.
That's right. Snatcher's gonna start using fam instead of bro.
Yes.
Thank you, Tim. But it'd be good if you guys would just surprise me. You know, one day when you see them live, jump up on their panel, man. They freak out. They can't believe it. You know, only the ones that's doing positive things. Is you want to make the positive ones new cool kids. You know.
The chat called it out too. He was like, "Must have been Backbone." I was like, "Yep, it was Backbone."
On that note, right there, Snatcher, I saw Haz today doing a cameo appearance for Joe Fish and TV. That kid's out there trying. He's got 90-something subs. I'm one of them. I don't even know how I got to be, but I saw him ask you if you could do and you graciously did that for him. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He did real time. He's like, "Hey, can we do the thing?" I was like, "Yep, let's go, man." We know it's right there, real time.
He seems to be a good kid. He's out there trying to do the right thing, and
he's trying to do. He's out there trying to fish and grow his channel and catch some blues and stuff. He's on the right path.
And speaking of another one like that, we got Evan TV. Mm-hmm. Evan TV, I'm going to have him up. I think it's Friday the 4th.
Yep.
But he's going to be on the Friday night. He's going to be on my Friday night show one of these Fridays coming up here in the next week or two.
He's been like cloud 9 ever since being in at a competition, man.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Steve sent him one of them Bill Dance rods. I think Steve also hooked him up with a reel to go along with it. He got one of the Spartacus reels from me, and then he got a Uncle Lou's rod, I believe. Yeah. And then Stan hooked him up with some cash.
Yep.
And then I sent him a hat too. Yep. So he's definitely feeling it.
See what happens coming in second place? Second place ain't so bad.
I think I always like when people bless them kids like that, man. They'll never forget that. They will never ever forget that.
You're right about that, bro.
It's a challenge.
When you get older, they're gonna pass that along too, because they're gonna remember that.
The best part about today was seeing all the kids out there, giving them stickers and stuff, and they're just running around so happy. I got a Hash Life sticker, that just makes their day.
I'm gonna go put this on somebody's bumper sticker. I don't know what to do with it.
Seven's daughter.
All the kids go do
daughter was like, she was like, "Oh, I'm so happy I got stickers," but she was like, "But I want more so I can put them all over my room." And I was like, "Here you go, good. Go get in trouble." So she's gonna go there and put a bunch of stickers all over her room.
You're gonna have some new wallpaper.
Evan is 16, right?
I wanted to do something. I was trying to think of something different on the fishing derby. Because I donated the prize for, I think they chose it for the biggest fish. So whoever got the biggest fish. Well, I was trying to think of something different besides like a rod or, rod, tackle box, all that stuff. So somebody had actually gave me an idea of actually doing a video camera. So I think they called it I think 3+1 ended up calling it a YouTube starter kit. But awesome. It's a video camera that I don't think it's going to be too difficult to learn. But that way they can go out there and video their own.
And make their own content. I like that.
Kind of get
amazing.
That is dope.
God bless you for that, Becky.
I just want to do something different, Yeah. And I'm hoping they actually like it.
What camera is that?
Man, I would love that as a kid.
As a kid, I'd love that as an adult. Are you kidding?
I would love a camera right now.
Well, I think it was more. It's not a GoPro, okay? It's not. It wasn't no $400. But because I said, they're starting out.
Yeah, it's to start them out and to make sure that they're interested in it. If they stick to it, then they can work up to get something.
Yeah, it's just like buying that Walmart rod combo. If you're just going to start with catfishing, you don't need to buy the best stuff at the first,
Exactly.
Cook dinner for the winter. That kind of rhymes. Hey, if y'all want frog legs,
I love frog legs.
Yeah, I eat the heck out of frog legs.
Oh,
Snatcher. No,
they look like frog legs.
They look like little human legs, man. They look like
little human legs. With buffalo sauce on them.
They look like they got Michael Jordan calves.
Snatcher, listen. Find you a place that fries up some frog legs right.
Yeah.
And you will be wanting frog legs every weekend.
Everybody tell me they're so delicious. I just got to close my eyes and try them, maybe.
They're amazing.
The meat just falls right off the bone. I mean, there's no chewing the meat. It's just, or at least the ones that the ones that I get. I actually do a lot of them. If I'm not gonna, now I'll stuff them like I do my quail, and I know everybody's thinking, how do you stuff a frog leg? Because they ain't that big. But if you spread their little legs open, and then you put a piece of provolone cheese, the round piece of provolone.
We tripped back up.
So,
guys, turn it off.
then you put a piece of provolone cheese, put some jalapenos in it, then close your legs up and wrap it with bacon and then bake it. They're really good. But if I don't do it that way, then I love putting them on the George Foreman grill.
Never.
I've only ever had fried frog legs. I haven't had any grilled ones.
They smell good. I'm sure they taste good because everybody said. I just can't get over how they look like little people. Like they should just cut the half of a little person. And
well, look,
people looking
like the main part, the thigh, I guess, is the only part you can probably eat a little bit off the rest of it, but if you just knock that bottom knee off from the knee down to the foot, it looks just like a chicken wing, man.
I can eat it then, yeah. I could eat it too, yeah. I ate rabbit before. I tried rabbit and it was really good.
Frog porn.
It's not like you're going to take their little legs and go, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm going.
I know what he's thinking. He's thinking of that was it Spaceballs. Hello, my darling. Or that Spaceballs was the alien, but there was a
you get your stuff today,
Rex? The frog.
Yeah, that was WB cartoon. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Spaceballs. That's classic.
I don't know. All I think about when I hear Spaceballs is meatballs. And then I think about the song Old Smokey where your meatball rolls off of the table and onto the floor and
top of spaghetti, all covered in cheese. I lost my poor
meatball.
When somebody
sneezed.
Achoo!
That's the way my brain works.
People.
Oh yeah, it's after dark.
Welcome to Uncle B After Dark. Yeah. We talk about we got frog porn.
That's why my live streams are after midnight.
After the kids go to bed.
I don't know if
you with me, bro.
No, they ain't bad, but
you say, "Oh, what's this?"
No, it's not about being bad. I think if we do it like Palmetto said, if you cut the knee off, you eat the big thigh, it wouldn't be quite as bad. It's just the look of them, When you see them, I don't know how they make them where you guys is at, but in I used to see them in Coney Island. I lived in Coney Island for 6 years in Nathan's. They say make the best frog legs. And they have the whole leg. It'd be the ankle, the thigh, the calf, whole leg,
Yeah.
And they that's the way they eat them,
That's how we eat them too. But what I'm saying is, when you order them, you can say take off the bottom half so they look like chicken wings. That way you can eat. You can feel better about eating one.
That whole bottom part. That's so you can hold it better. It gives you something to hold on to so you can eat the rest.
So just think of them like lollipops. The leg, the bone is what you hold on to. Push the meat up like you do sometimes when you want to do it.
I quit, Becker. I quit. I give up.
You had to bring up frog legs.
Oh, well, I don't even go. I've eaten stuff that y'all would probably go, what? I've even eaten skunk before. So,
really?
Most people are like, what?
Listen,
Mark
I'm
says,
willing to
leave
try.
the flippers on so people know what they're eating.
I'm willing to try any kind of meat as long as it's not pickled. I can't stand pickled stuff.
Yeah, I don't want no
pickled eggs, pig's feet, that kind of stuff. Oh,
I tried a pickled egg one time before. I didn't like it. I didn't like
You know,
it.
I think that whole pickling thing, that's just like an old school thing because you pickled it this way, you didn't have to refrigerate it.
Right.
So they tried pickling everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, some things work and some things don't.
Well, I got an aunt who loves pickled pig feet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we used to pickle quail eggs because we had over 5,000 quail, so we had
Yeah.
tons of eggs, and we used to pickle those quail eggs. They're actually they're kind of good.
Really good. I heard those are really good quail eggs. I heard those are good.
Yeah, I mean they're just they're harder to crack because they're so tiny.
Yeah.
Lobster and frog legs, both jump when you cook them. So does eel. If you put eel, fresh cleaned eel in a pot in the pan, it'll start jumping around too. Muscles start cracking.
Well, you put salt on fish and salt on anything you just kill, it'll start flipping around.
You know, I didn't know that's why that was doing that. That explains it. Wow. I didn't know that. So it's the muscles reacting to the food.
Yeah. I remember seeing a video where I forget what kind of animal it was. It's probably a fish, but the fish had been dead for hours. But somebody had put salt on it to preserve it, and the fish was like flopping or whatever. And you should seen all the comments. Oh, that's inhumane. You need to kill the fish. You need to do this, do that. I'm like,
you need to kill it. You don't have a head. What you talking about?
It's been dead. It don't have a head on it.
But I'll tell you what, catfish, and especially bullheads. Bullheads they are tough to kill. I had my job when I was younger. I had to clean the fish. We got to go fishing. Boy, now you clean all the fish, and that's what you did. Well, I had that. It was the head, and then the guts were still all attached. I went upstairs, brought the, fillets up there and washed them all off. I come back downstairs, and that head with the guts and stuff attached, I actually found it crawling across the basement floor.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you want to see some holes in the floor? I'm getting the 40. The 40 is coming out. Holes all over the house.
Fishing position. What's happening?
That's some zombie fish.
Hi there, Mr. Garrett.
So, what is your favorite fried fish, Brian? Uncle B?
Uncle B.
I would have to say fried fish favorite trout.
Trout.
Huh.
Trizz
That's
out.
pretty good. Trout's pretty good. I'd rather have trout baked.
Red snapper. I like to get a whole
two fish right there. I've never tried fried.
And put them in the skillet, fry them up nice and crispy. That tastes good.
Stan?
Fish. I like to fry.
I've got a couple.
I said one, man. Your favorite.
Well, I'm going to answer. Stan 3.
There is no easy answer. He's got.
That's right.
He's doing a hybrid.
Flounder is awesome. Flounder. Stan 3 caught a 25-inch flounder, 6 and something pounds today. But flounder and pickerel or pike, if you clean and fillet them the right way and cube them up and you fry them, man, that is some of the best eaten fish you will ever try.
How about you, Becca?
Number one, hands down, crappie.
I figured that would be an answer for more than one person. How about you,
Say
Snatcher?
the same thing.
Don't you say no largemouth bass now.
Well, it is a bass. It is a bass, but it's fresh saltwater striper. Saltwater striper.
Yeah, my favorite fried fish that I've had, I hadn't had some of them other ones, is definitely striper.
Yeah, so you kind of got to ask that in a two-part question, like freshwater and saltwater, because I'll have a different one for freshwater than I would have.
What's your saltwater one?
My saltwater is the striper.
Striper. What's your freshwater?
My freshwater would be panfish like bluegill, crappie.
But see, our striper
tournaments.
That's bait.
Our striper are freshwater. Like the striper I've had come out Lake Moultrie.
Landmark. Yeah.
I haven't tried freshwater striper yet. I haven't caught any yet. Me and Haz actually, when I was with him, we found the spot where there was tons of them, man, and we knew they was there because we was washed up.
There floating up. If you ask everybody at the meet and greet, they'll say Jasmine's fish, man. They was tearing it up.
I saw her load in the fryer a fillet this big.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was
Whiting.
that?
Whiting. It's whiting.
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 Yeah. And then everybody was turning up those fishes. Anything that Jasmine fries up is gonna be delicious. It's good.
So I got a
Whiting
harder
is-
question for you. All of you. What's your favorite baked fish?
Baked fish.
See if the red
Why
snapper
would
is my favorite baked
His
fish.
nose said it
Why
all.
would you do that?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. If you bake,
Why would you
Oh,
ruin that?
Salmon.
yeah,
Salmon or trout?
salmon and trout. So salmon and trout is like almost identical.
Yeah,
I can't.
salmon definitely always baked salmon. Salmon is
Trout,
definitely
trout might be a little bit better.
salmon is fire.
Yeah, there's a mustard crusted salmon that I fixed, but honestly, my favorite baked fish, crappie.
I never baked the
Thank
crappie.
you, Steve. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. I mean, they fry with salmon, do fried
I'm
salmon.
gonna say I would go with like rockfish or something.
I definitely, I always bake.
You stuff that joker and throw her in the oven, buddy. It's on.
Snake
fry-
River says.
Hold on.
Snake River says, I don't like eating fish.
Who says joke
I
to
really don't like eating
baked salmon?
Look, I like grilled fish and I like
Mm.
fried fish.
baked.
That's pretty much smoked
Okay,
fish
I
and
got what
smoked
you're saying,
fish.
but grilled
Smoked
fish.
fish is good.
If you use the oven right, you can get the same. Like you
Right.
you can broil it, so you're gonna get the crispy skin
That's
and all
right.
that stuff. If you do it right, you can
You
definitely.
can always
When I
broil
bake
it. I
fish, I bake it like it's on the grill, so I can get what you're saying about the grilled fish. Yeah.
And baked fish, it's
Tinfoil
almost
is
key to
good.
have lemon in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got to.
What about crabs?
Tinfoil
You
and
guys
lemon.
tear crabs
Anytime
up? I
season,
love
like-
me some crabs.
I don't like sushi, Mark, but my wife loves it.
Oh, I love
No
sushi
sushi.
and love crabs.
Kipper snacks are good too.
What? What's that?
Kipper snacks.
What is that?
My grandpa hooked me on when I was little. It's actually smoked herring. They're called Kipper
Smoked herring?
snacks. Uh-huh.
I like what's the little things in the can? Not the herring, but the small
Sardine.
Sardine.
Sardines.
Yeah, Kipper
Sardines.
snacks.
Yeah,
Kipper
sardine.
snacks come in those little cans too.
Sardines
little-
and crackers, baby. Saltines.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you mix a can of those Kipper snacks with a little bit of mustard, a little bit of mayo, some little bit of crushed crackers, some pepper, and a little bit of onions, and make you like a little mash with it, like a little spread, and then you
Yeah.
can eat them on crackers or something
That's like
like
a
that.
fat
Pretty
take.
good, actually. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
but you kind of leave it a little chunky. You don't you don't totally
Mince it.
blend it or anything,
Yeah.
but
My dad
Yeah.
had a cupboard full of sardines. He had the sardines of water and the sardines of mustard. And then for me, he had the potted meat stacked up. So we had a whole cupboard just full of that kind of that was our boat food back then.
hey, I
good
got
boat
4
food, man.
boxes. I got 4 boxes of sardines and Kipper snacks over there in the pantry.
You know, it's a fact. If you eat sardines while fishing, you catch more fish because the scent that you're putting on your bait is going to smell like fish.
Here we go.
Oh,
I've never.
It kind of makes sense.
Sardines
The
That sound like something
nutritional
Uncle B
value
would
is
say.
out of this world.
All right. StreamYard. Listen to me, StreamYard. Move the dang chat button away from the leave button.
You know, speaking of just a quick side note, StreamYard does have a monthly meeting, like you can sign into.
Mm.
and
Really?
participate in. Yeah, you can share your ideas and everything. I've been in a few of them.
Really?
That's how I found out about that giveaway tool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that giveaway
Anyway.
tool is dope.
Hey, so Snatcher brought up crabs. I got a question. So
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
I brought up
First, we're
Oh,
talking
half
about
crab.
frog's legs. Now we're talking crab.
so if you go out to eat, all you can eat crab legs, right? You
Yeah.
know, they try to get you with all this other stuff that's on the
Uh-huh.
bar, you know, the fish, the macaroni and cheese and all that. How many of you will get your fill of crabs before you touch anything else? Or are you that person that gets like a cluster and then you get everything else? Now this is you paid for the all you can eat crab legs
Yeah.
now.
I go.
Hey,
and get
they kicking me out of there.
Buffalo
They're running me
crab
out. You go now.
I
Yeah.
keep going. But they water down them crab legs at them buffets. Like, you know, when you get the plate and you bring it over to your plate and crack it open, there's just so much water coming out of that.
There's a few places. There's Benjamin's in Myrtle Beach is like on point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But see,
I'm
the
there for
reason
the
I
crab
asked that
legs. I'm
is
there
because
for all
I've been to all you can eat crab joint with a couple people, and you pay like $38 a person to go in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll start on the buffet table, and they'll have one cluster of crabs, and they're filling up on this other stuff. And I'm like, you just paid $38 to eat macaroni and cheese.
To be some basic Kraft mac and cheese.
And so I had like my plate will be stacked up with red crabs.
Yeah.
Well,
they do snow
crabs don't fill you up, so you can eat. You can literally eat.
Yeah,
50 crabs. You know.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I go to Golden Corral. First thing I'm hitting is that steak station.
Yeah.
Then I'm going over to the, it's all protein. I'm filling the plates with protein.
Golden Corral here is nasty though.
Is it okay to put cookies in a napkin and take them home with you?
Absolutely.
Only if you breathed on them first.
That's why I wear the hat. Put them up here under the hat, and
you can't put the food back once you got it. You
gotta put it back. You know what I'm saying?
Ace Gaming is in the house.
Ace,
what's up?
What's up, Ace?
Yeah, Golden Corral here is nasty. Like I remember we went a few times, and I used to have an okay experience, but Anna and I went like a couple years ago, and there was like a film over the top of everything. The salad bar smelled like the salad had been in there for a year.
Oh my goodness!
And it was just nasty, and so like they didn't have anything there that looked appealing. So we literally went back to the table with nothing on our plates, and I said, "Let's get out of here."
That's horrible.
And the managers came up and said, "Is something wrong?" I said, "Yeah, everything looks nasty."
Clean up in there.
And he said, "Okay, I'll be happy to give you a refund." Like it's happened 3 or 4 times that day. Like it's
horrible,
nothing.
It's horrible. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Ryan's.
Yeah.
Ryan's used to be pretty good. They closed down here now, but they used to be really good.
Yeah, they tore it down here too.
Yeah, I think they But for those that don't know, I managed restaurants for 20 years, and I was at a seminar, and we're going over stuff, food safety seminar.
Yo, what's up?
And it's a food safety seminar. We're doing all this stuff. Well, right before lunch, we're talking about how dangerous buffets are to eat at because, with all the different cross-contaminations and et cetera, et cetera. So anyways, we're like 2 hours and all the different bacteria, all this stuff that happens on buffets. So anyways, we break for lunch, and they're going to give us a lunch at the restaurant there at the hotel. Anyway, they pull us out there. We've got a beautiful buffet set up for y'all. We just talked 2 hours about how bad it is to eat at buffets.
And they're gonna serve a buffet.
I tell you, Ryan's used to have the best breakfast buffet, though, man.
Oh yes, sir.
We didn't have any of that. We have a Golden Corral, but it's like 30 minutes from here. But we had an old country.
Golden Corral breakfast is terrible.
Yeah,
I stopped eating at those things when I saw this kid go up there. And he'd grab, and it wasn't just one little, section. He'd grab some food. He'd go ahead and taste it, and if he didn't like it, he put it back. And he did that going around the whole thing. That stopped me right there. Never did it again.
Getting my belt out.
I think if you got to take as far as the buffets are concerned, COVID actually did a lot of good for buffets.
Oh
yes,
like the Chinese buffet here.
Thanks for coming
that is legendary, by the way. If you come down to visit me, I have to take you to that buffet.
No,
I was blow your mind.
We didn't have time to. I definitely wanted to, but we were back on the road.
But they make you wear gloves, and like all the kids, like they don't let kids go up to the buffet. You have to wear a mask still, and like I don't know.
Good,
like
man.
I kind of like COVID China buffet.
Yeah, I love that.
Not COVID.
It's like the only restaurant in town that still makes you wear a mask, and they still measure your temperature and everything when you go in there.
That's good. They take it serious, man. Food is nothing to play with.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's it to follow all the rules properly. It's right from the truck. You got to take the temperatures. If you're doing it right, you're taking the temperatures of the trucks on delivery. You're opening up every produce box that comes in to make sure the produce is right. You're taking the temperatures of the products as they're coming in. You've got to get it from the truck to inside the freezer and inside the cooler within a certain amount of time. If you go by a restaurant and you see food stacked up outside from like when they're delivering a truck, that's no bueno. It's not good at all.
I bet it ain't.
Jeremy, it's called China Buffet. it's over there by it's over across from Northwoods Mall. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Catting around.
Golden China. It's by Publix and Goose Creek. There you go. That's the one. The other one's not as good. Catting around.
Raymond, what's happening?
See, this is how my brain works. Mr. Steve just posted something about the sterile. The Chinese buffet here is sterile, right? So I'm thinking sterile. Then I'm thinking like hospital. Then I'm thinking doctors, and that took me straight to the Three Stooges and the episode where they went paging Doctor Fine, paging Doctor. I don't know if y'all remember that one. But
Yeah.
so that's what I thought of when I read Chinese buffet here is sterile. I thought of the Three Stooges.
English full breakfast: eggs, bacon, sausage, mushroom, beans, toast, hash browns.
George Ray, do they have Chinese buffets in the UK? That's a good question. Or is it just something that Americans like to do?
Hey, Stan, I'd like to have that clip you just said right there. I don't know if you ever heard the preacher, I can't remember what her name was, that did the beans, eggs, steak.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Remix.
That thing was everywhere.
Rattle Trap, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in.
That thing was everywhere.
Yes, they do. Okay, so there's
do.
Chinese buffets in the UK. Who would have thought?
Everywhere.
Oh, these guys, man, they entrepreneurs.
Chinese is breaking into the dough. They got them everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Mr. Mark just posted a comment that his buddy used to deliver gas for the soda fountains to restaurants, and the stories that he used to tell them kept him out of 90%. And actually, that's kind of true. I mean, if the population actually knew how most stuff is made or where it comes from, you probably wouldn't eat it. Because, my ex-husband, he used to drive a truck. We used to go get the stuff like your bologna and everybody knows what it's made of. But if you've ever actually seen the vats of the stuff before they cram it all and press it together and put it in a package, it's still good, but, you probably wouldn't eat it.
There's
I've never heard of cashew chicken.
There's Jay Fox Hunter in the house, another non-sleeper.
Shut up, Jay Fox.
Yeah. You never know.
Indian food.
What you see, Brian? I want to laugh too.
I'm laughing at Creole.
Some of the food found at the buffets, COVID isn't the biggest worry.
Well, down there in Louisiana, they probably chasing everything in the pot before you get in the parking lot. Get on in there now. Get on in that pot. Y'all don't pay attention over here. We'll get them cooked up right in for a fast and hurry.
I never
Get back in that pot there now.
What are you saying?
At the hog slaughterhouse.
Oh, Jeremy, that buffet is terrible, man. Let me save you. Don't go to that one no more. Got 5 miles to Goose Creek, man.
Slaughterhouse was a real slaughterhouse. That's a buffet called the slaughterhouse.
Hog slaughterhouse. No, I think it's an actual place that slaughtered the hog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Get that back in that pot there.
Good night, GLM.
It's time for you to die, Essa.
Well,
Get in that part.
Palmetto, if this school thing and the YouTube don't work out, they're looking for some cooking jobs in Louisiana there. For you, so.
I cheese them in the pot.
Yeah. I mean, I love watching them shows, man. They're good shows.
I used to get my crawdaddies if I wasn't going to catch them myself. I used to get my crawdaddies from Louisiana. There was a woman that I knew that she drove a truck, and every season, she'd come back by, she'd stop by, and she'd get one of those. I don't know. I think it was like 30-pound bags or something. They're like the mesh type bags, and of course they're live. And she would, stick it right there in the back, right there before, like where. Oh, well, it was up in the cab, but right beside her, because she said the crawdaddies would always sit there and spit at her through the bags. Yeah, that's what they do. But she'd, bring them on down, and then we'd have our, big crawdaddy boil of the season.
I learned.
Now, do you suck the mustard out the head, Becca?
Yes.
Look at that face.
There is no other way to say it, but yes, the best part of the crawdaddy is sucking the head.
That's what they called it. I mean, even Luke from Cats and Cars said that.
Nah, he's right though.
It's called the mustard. It looks like mustard.
It's called the mustard.
Yeah, it's so flavorful. I mean, if you ever need to learn the art of it, use a crawdaddy.
I did not know that was what it was called. So crawdad is short for crawdaddy.
Yeah, well, some people call them
crawdaddy, crayfish, all the same thing.
Yeah,
well, see, especially if they're done right, though, you've got to clean them and purge them through. Then it's not, if you don't clean them up and stuff, it's not that good. But if you do it the right way and you purge them with fresh water, you get the insides all cleaned out. Then it's
Creole knows.
That gave me a new idea for my next show. I'm getting a pause button for my next show.
Exactly.
Right across the screen.
This is definitely the After Dark show today.
Goodness.
Y'all just got dirty minds. That's all it is, too.
Yeah, and
that's right.
You have to sit there and spread out. Like we take a big old picnic table or something, and you put down your newspaper on top of it, and you just dump everything on it, and then everybody just goes to town,
Yeah.
People say that the ink from the newspaper makes them taste better.
Well, if next time I eat a newspaper, I'll let you know.
I'll be expected to see everybody at Bible study tomorrow afternoon.
If I can wake up, I'm asleep.
That's what we do with the Low Country Boil. You dump it all out on the newspaper cover table.
We do our crabs like that. Well, I quit eating them, but we do them like that.
Hey, I tested something. It was a couple of years ago, and it didn't work. But I wanted to know if, because we throw a lot of different stuff in those crawdaddy boils. Well, I wanted to throw some eggs in there to see if it, if it flavored the egg when it boiled or whatever. Well, but it doesn't work. They just tasted like regular boiled eggs.
My mama said girls are the devil.
If it makes you feel better, Brad, I can't do it neither. I can't do it. It just don't look right. Just don't look right. Now, do y'all think that blue crabs are worth all the fuss?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Blue crabs is the best crab.
I'm not saying that. Now, listen to my words. Now, listen to my question. I didn't ask if it tastes good. It tastes great, but is it worth the fuss?
Nope.
Just don't.
No.
Yes.
I agree with Becca.
I think it definitely is.
Not
you
at
go
all.
get a bushel of blue crabs and tear
Yes, sir.
stuff is up. Like that,
That's what
that's
the
blue
newspaper come in.
blue crab is like this much meat.
hey,
You get
I
angry,
don't
blue crab,
I don't
it
eat
all adds
them.
up.
like that.
But
I will get
it's the
crab
way you do
legs
it.
before I get
You're
crab.
around a setting with a bunch of your friends.
Thank you,
and
B.
just tearing
That's
crab
why-
Crab legs.
Oh,
Blue
No
crab,
crab
got to make
legs.
sure you only keep the big one. I don't even keep them. You know, like regulation. I think here in Virginia is what, like 5 inches, something like
Yeah,
that.
5 inches.
I only
point.
keep like the 6 or 7, the big ones.
Yeah, I go get the large. Go get the large.
Yeah.
The extra large.
And what I do when I go to cook them here is I clean them out.
Jumbo
I
mayo.
bust it open, clean them out, cut them in half. So it's a lot easier to deal with once you just go to start eating. You don't got a lot of all other mess to deal with.
That's
And
part
if
of
you
the
put
fun, though. That's part of
Yeah,
the fun.
it's
But blue
fun.
crab,
You put a little vinegar, put some vinegar in the pot when you're cooking it, and that helps the meat come away from the shell too. So like if you know how sometimes you see crab and you can just pull that meat right out.
Yeah,
It's
you got
vinegar. You put some vinegar.
Steam it though. You got to steam it with vinegar in the water because if you
Right.
boil a crab with vinegar, it's gonna taste god awful.
Yeah, steam.
In my
Yeah, I
opinion.
didn't know that though. Yeah, I didn't know that helps that happen. Man, I love blue crabs as much as
Steve.
I want to know if any of you try those
Crabs
soft
are
crabs you can eat the
delicious.
hotel.
Do you have Old Bay in Texas? Get some Old Bay.
Well, I was just saying, I mean, nobody's going to eat those right there because they're way too tiny. You know?
So in New York, they boil crabs in beer and Old Bay sauce.
Old Bay.
seasoning.
That's it, man. Give
Old
me
Bay
some
sauce.
Old Bay. Give me a little butter with some Old Bay in it. To
That's
dip.
too much work for that little bit of meat out of a crab.
Thank you.
Give me a crab leg while I crack it.
Yeah,
Crack it.
yeah, the snow crab or king crab. That's
Brian,
I
I'm
can do
just
that all
saying,
day.
to be living in Maryland and you just
Yeah,
talking
but I don't eat them.
about
My
some
mother and
crabs.
them go crazy. My
You
mother
Yeah,
fired,
and them
it's-
go crazy about
bro. You
crabs.
fired,
If you
Too much. is
you
too
anywhere
much.
around the Chesapeake Bay and you're saying that about blue crab, you got to have your card taken away from you because
Hey, Brian B. North Carolina, welcome.
Go,
to. Come
go
on
down
in.
in South Carolina with Palmetto. You ain't welcome here. No more. Go down
Hey,
there.
that's fine. I can eat my catfish and not turn radioactive.
Hey,
oh,
I just
Hold up,
buy
man.
fish and just
You have to don't eat those catfish.
See, I
Brian
would
B.
consider going down there, but
Brian eats them catfish.
the bite
Brian B.
is too shy down South Carolina.
Right
I was
now
thinking-
in the summer.
I was waiting for Has to come back with something about the size of catfish, but he just passed that one right on up.
Hey Brian B, call me in the winter when you sitting on the bank with the skunk.
Mhm.
He's right about, hey, the wintertime be booming down south.
Oh, the winter is booming, and the fall is booming, the spring is booming.
You sound like Bud
I
Light
catch
talking
my
right
biggest
there.
fish in the wintertime, though.
It be booming on the Potomac River.
I catch all my PBs in the
Uncle
winter.
B, it's booming down here now.
It be booming.
Hey, Kev, I said, hey, I'm in the basement. I said, hold on, I gotta get my Uncle B on.
Yeah.
He messes the chat. I'm thinking they up here already going, and I get up here
Oh, man.
early to the party.
Okay, Snatcher. I got to ask you, do you eat calf fries?
Say no.
I don't know what that is.
They know.
Is that bad?
Well, I
Rocky
think,
Mountain oysters.
yeah, I think y'all call them Rocky Mountain oysters. We call them calf fries.
Oh, no. No, thank you.
Man, yeah, those are like the absolute best things. They really are.
My
Which
problem
ones are
is,
the-
how do you hold them?
Oysters, that's the raw, right? Or is it
Tony,
plain?
Tony,
Hey,
what's
there's-
happening, Tony?
There's
Mount
Tony
Oysters-
Harrison. I actually got to meet him
Oysters
today.
is the family jewels. It's the family
That's
jewels.
testicles has.
Yeah, of your cat, of your bulls.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
Listen,
Yeah.
The-
Yeah, I mean,
don't
and you,
do it, Nick. Yeah, don't do it.
you know,
Hold on.
most people eat them fried, and
we
the texture
told
of
you the
them,
first 5 times when you said
it's-
that, Ozark.
it's a little soft,
That's
but I
why.
mean, it's not real chewy, but it's a little soft, and they actually do have the best flavor. And I don't know if it's just because I grew up having cattle, but they're really good.
Snatcher's
I mean-
face, man.
The bulls ran from us, trust me.
It's kind of rough, bro.
I'd run
They're
from
coming
the
after me again.
Let,
Get
let
away.
me let me put it this way, okay? My little nieces were in church because they're growing up around cattle, so they're learning everything about the cattle business. It's not dirty, it's not anything, right? Anyway, they were in church and they have a little children's time, and so they bring up the kids up there, and they kind of talk about a little bit about the sermon, but in a way that the kids can understand. Well, anyway, so the person doing it, they said, "Well, what did y'all do this weekend?" Kind of giving them an in. And one of my little nieces stood up and said, "We castrated bulls."
Oh, that's not what I thought you was gonna say.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going with that.
No, but of course, everybody in the church knows that's what to do. But yeah, you wouldn't think that little girls that little would know. Yeah, we castrated bulls.
For a long
They've
time,
eaten them.
as a kid, I wouldn't eat
Testicle
chicken
festival.
gizzards. I thought chicken gizzards was testicles.
Hey, Mark, I never heard of that.
And I have been going for 15 years.
Oh my goodness.
I figured if my little nieces can eat
A
them,
turkey
then
testicle festival.
I think that's
I don't know if it's
the
appropriate for a man
most
to eat it.
that's the most Midwestern thing I've actually heard or seen Catfish and Crappy say.
Oh my God. Oh no.
I thought us having the grits festival down here was
So you go.
We
to
have
the
an apple
but
festival.
never
Yeah, I can
tried
live
it.
with it.
there's a grits festival here, and then there's a catfish festival.
look what musician put.
Yeah, I thought Becca was about to say something even worse.
no, I thought about that, but no, that's not.
Thank you.
Welcome to the ball show. Turkey balls and bull balls.
I mean, they don't know. They know that they're castrating that part of the bull. They don't know, the total thing that it does if it's not castrated. I mean, it's because they're still young. They're still trying to understand, but they will eat them. We just call them calf fries, and that's what they know them as.
I gotta ask y'all something. What's the fish snap that just happened here?
I think I was going down a hole to which there's no return.
I was going to say, the show. I was kind of impressed. The show started out. We were talking about catfishing,
Talking about food,
meat and grease, and everything, and then it just we're talking about frog porn and eating bull. It just.
It was Steve's fault, remember? Because he said Becca has to fix the winter dinner.
True.
That's right. So, see, y'all got to blame Steve.
Uncle Steve.
Steve, it's all your fault. We're talking about balls.
Welcome to
testicle talk. I'm not putting that up there because this is not what it is.
Welcome to
Do you slice it? Like you ever seen potatoes? I forget they call these potatoes, but they slice them thin and they fry them up. Is that how you make those testicles? Or is it like one big sausage ball?
It's the whole ball. It's the whole thing. It's the whole. I mean, you have to take off the membrane.
So you got it.
She said it's the whole ball.
Well, it's a bull. It's the whole ball.
you right, Steve.
So, what's everybody's favorite bait to use?
Chicken.
Oh man, no. Let's go back to talking about bull balls. The chicken's gonna be worse.
Oh Lord!
I'm getting ready to try chicken though. I'm getting ready to try that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, they really are good.
I'll text you what part. I'm not gonna say it on here.
All the joking aside, they really are good.
some strawberry jello turkey testicles. That might get you a big boot.
If you really want to pay the
gonna be
price
touching
for
it.
those, then go ahead. But you don't want to pay the
Thanks,
price.
Jeremy.
For those.
Oh,
Shout out
man.
to all the farmers out there. I respect y'all heavily. That's hard work right there. I just can't get my
It
mind
really is.
around it. You gotta hold them and chop them off and all that stuff. That's tough work to do.
And as I
Man,
said, I grew up, so
for them.
everything's like second nature to me because we raised everything from hedgehogs to ostriches.
I gotta respect
We've
it, man.
raised all kinds of exotic stuff. So we
Somebody actually
even,
had to do it.
when we raised our boar goats, and this is going to sound bad, but it happens. I mean, the world needs to know that this stuff is normal. But we had a billy goat. We needed him to mark the females when they came in heat, right? But you don't want that particular goat to breed them. Okay,
Right.
you want your real, you want the boars,
Stud.
the real, yeah. You want the studs, whatever.
Stud.
All you men want to be studs. So, but anyway, so what we did was don't cringe, but we had to reroute that goat out his side so that his thingy was rerouted out his side. That way, when the females came in heat, he would try to hump them, but he couldn't do any good at it.
The fish naturally. What?
It's true.
So
What you do?
They had a male part hanging out of his side, at the
Yes.
side of his body.
Yeah, he's called a marker goat.
A marker goat.
Yeah, he wants to. He wants to let you. He wants to let you know when your females are coming in, so that you can get them in.
So how many Uncle Lou rods do we have out there? Who's got an Uncle Lou rod that they use?
Today, Uncle Lou rods was loaded at Haynes Point. All you see was loaded rods out there.
One day the snatcher is going to get his hands on one of those things and make some magic. You believe me?
Kevin, we gotta pray us out now, Kevin. We gotta pray us
I'm going to get up early and get on the 9 o'clock Bible study and the 2 o'clock.
Becca is right. All jokes aside, somebody has to do that work.
I said it's just the way of life. I will tell you though, I ain't ever unpackaged my Muddy River rods yet because I don't want them to get damaged in my move. And let me tell you how good Mr. Chris packages those things. I hadn't even pulled. I've never even looked at them yet. I hadn't even pulled them out of
trying to get it out
container.
The
Yeah, he put all 6 of them in one tube.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got more willpower than I do.
Well, it's just because I'm afraid if I take them all out, I ain't gonna be able to get them back in. They're right. And I said I don't want them damaged before I get them over there. But the other day, people started pointing out, they're like, well, what if something? And I started thinking, all 6 of those are in that little tiny tube. And so I did break off the end the other day, and then it dawned on me, yeah, he's got 3 going one way and 3 going the other way. It's amazing how all that, I'm just trusting, that they're fine. But I'm just afraid I won't.
You can definitely trust that one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not too worried about it.
And I gotta give Chris credit. If there is some issue or some whatever, he is a phone call away, an email away. He will take the time to talk with anybody. He's just awesome person.
Oh yeah. One thing about that.
Oh, sir, definitely. Let me know where to send it to. I'll definitely get me some Bill Dance on. That's awesome. Thank you, bro. Wow.
A lot of people. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. The people that's in the catfish community that sells stuff that I've came across anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service been A1. The product's been very good. I can't say that I got BS and I ain't bought a lot from everybody. But I say Brad, them weights.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna order no more weights from nobody else because the price is excellent and the weights are great. Uncle Lou, He can't even say nothing about it. Uncle Lou.
That's all you got to say,
that's
right?
really
Chris,
important too.
rods, they
I just texted it to Uncle Steve.
excellent.
I sent him your PO box fish nut.
That's important too, because you know,
Thanks, Uncle
people
Steve.
loyalty is to a business is something that has like fallen by the wayside.
Yeah.
You know, definitely in the past 10 years. But you know, finding somebody that does something well, sticking with them, you know, and giving them a break if something does go wrong every once in a while. You know, I think that says a lot because we're people, and you know, Brad might send you a weight that you know, or a box that might fall apart or something one time, and you know, we gotta keep supporting each other and lifting them up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to get me some Uncle Lou ones, but he said he'd like hold them for me until I finish the move. That way, I ain't got to ship them here and then ship them over there.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Not only that, Kevin, but the other thing is how generous they all are. Like, look at they do everything. Their names are in every kind of tournament. They're out there with, you know, they've just got good hearts. They want to take care of us. They want to give us the best deals they can. They're just, you know, everyone that I've ran across have been just awesome. Chris from Catfish Clothing.
Mike
Brandon
Turner.
B. Brad Cottle. Cardell. Yeah.
Cottle.
Get
He's
somebody
in chat.
put his link. Mike T. What's up?
Tidal weight sinkers.
Yeah, title weight
Yeah,
singles.
they are.
It's a
I
good
ordered
looking
something
logo,
from
by the
earlier,
way,
and
Brad.
Them jokers
If I say so myself.
hurt my back every time I put the book bag on now.
Brad does weights. Yes, Brad does weights. With ordering via
So,
folks.
I was asking Becca, what you got any reels planned for those rods, or do you already have the reels for them?
Well,
No,
I got
she
a couple.
won one.
Yeah,
Two.
I got a couple that I won. Matter of fact, they're sitting right here beside me. But I kind of keep them close, I got to have
Thanks, Mark.
something, in my life. But yeah, I got that one. It was the PC Fun from Kevin's Iron Cat. I won that one. I think it's the Chaos 50, I think.
That's right.
And then I won a Daiwa.
Thanks, Mark.
Seagate?
Seagate, yeah. I won the Daiwa Seagate off a Catfish Kayak.
Nice. So
And I
who's
won a
the-
game camera all within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So-
Becca's also a big fan of Kayak Catfish. I see her in the
I
chat
am.
when I'm over there in his live stream too.
He tells it like it is,
He's a good dude.
but he's not rude.
Yeah.
He'll give you his opinion right straight out. He's straight to the point. But he's not rude at it.
It's funny, actually. He makes it funny. Just with his accent and then just the way he turns a phrase, it's funny. Some people don't think it's funny, but I do.
I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
Have a good night, Willow.
Good night.
Hey,
God
Will.
bless.
Yep.
George Ray said
buddy.
one love. One
That's
love.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is when you find
Snatcher, tell us about your live streams, man, because you got this thing down. Like you're obviously not using StreamYard, using something else. Maybe what you got? What's that program called? Well, I'll let you say it, but then like you got the music in the background, you got all the graphics. Tell us how that evolved, because I just found you like about a month ago.
So it started right. I was going live, just going regular live, and having conversations with people, right? And they was telling me, we all have it. Everybody's trying to grow. Everybody on YouTube that's trying to make videos is trying to grow. And they was all having conversations about, how we can do this, how we can do that. They just, man, that's God sent. God said that to me. It popped in my head one day to do that, and I just did my research and and made it happen. And it's still evolving. So every time another idea pops in my head, I add it to it. It's one of the talents I was gifted with, was to bring my thoughts to life. And I think that's a talent.
Well, and he's doing it the right way too by playing a little bit of their video, so he gets to showcase everybody's video a little bit. And so it's people that are going to your channel that are going to watch your content because they've already saw some of it.
Right.
So
Not
he's
only
definitely
that,
doing it the right way.
not only that, Stan, I try to show people, like a lot of people always complaining about like I got a bunch of subscribers, but then they all left. They all got
Right.
taken away from me. Sometimes it's not that they unsubscribe, and sometimes YouTube is taking them away because they're looking at it like a grow for grow, like what they call that, a sub for sub type deal. Like
Right.
you know, you put in the comments, I sub to you from this place, or you know, I connected to you, or I hook set you. You got to leave a comment that's genuine to the video that you actually watch.
Right.
So what I
Right.
encourage people to do, I say, don't drop their video link, drop their channel link, right? And then you go find a video on your own and you watch one of those videos and you leave a comment under that video related to that video, and I guarantee that it will stick.
Yep.
But you're not looking like a robot. You're not looking like a bot. You know?
Mm-hmm. So are
Yep.
you using OBS?
Yes, OBS. Yes, sir.
And you found that out when you were doing your you need to get your final hours or something, you know, because I was leaving comments on everyone that I was playing.
Yes, you was. Shout out to you. I get to say this to you in person. I appreciate you so much, Miss Becca, for doing that, because you are one of the few that actually went and watched every single video and left a comment on every single video. That's impressive. I thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. But yeah, but that's when he found out that if they make a comment on there, those watch hours were sticking.
Yes.
Where you know the other ones, the people that said they watched them or had them up or whatever, I don't think those were sticking. Yeah, or something like that.
Well,
YouTube has like some kind of algorithm. I don't know what it is, but they can tell like if you're not doing genuine things, like if you just going over to somebody's channel, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and then tuning right out, like that sends up like a red flag to YouTube or something. I don't know what it is.
You got to be there at least 5 minutes.
Video and leave a comment related to that video. How does YouTube know what's in your video? I don't know, but they somehow know what is inside your video. Yeah, maybe that's true. So if you leave a comment related to that, it's not only that you're hurting that person that you're subscribing to, you're also hurting yourself, because you start getting deemed in YouTube eyes as a bot. So some people are going chats, right? And you can't see their comments because YouTube is looking at them as a bot, you know? They got to fix something they're doing.
And us as creators, when people leave comments, it's very important that we go in there and reply back to them, because that shows interaction between you and the people subbing. So that helps out even more.
And some people actually do unsubscribe. I mean, I think like I know Daryl was saying after the last tournament, like he kept some of them, but he replied to all the comments, and I just wanted to say, and I told him, I said, well, those people actually probably did unsubscribe. You know, I mean, it does happen.
It does.
But you'll see a difference. Like if you got 30 subscribers, you know, and then all 30 of them are gone, you obviously didn't interact. They didn't do it right. But if you got 27 or you got 30 and 27 of them stayed, then those 3 people chose.
That's right.
You know,
right.
Or it was bots. I mean, any reason, but you got some good, legit people out here. And like I said, you're going to get thumbs down. You're going to get people that do stupid things like that, subscribe and unsubscribe. There's no point in subscribing. Like, what's the purpose of that? If you're going to subscribe, you either do it or don't do it at all. I'll never unsubscribe from a person a day in my life. If I don't enjoy what they're doing anymore, I just don't tune in. I can't follow everybody. But
tell us about OBS. Like when I started streaming, I played with all that stuff, and it was too difficult for me, man. I'm not smart enough.
Oh, I beg to differ. I see your videos. I see your videos, bro.
Yeah, but all that technical stuff, like to get OBS set up, man, I can't figure it out.
Again, I see your videos. You don't want to do it. So like when I see you put, I was really impressed. Dead serious. When I seen you put together, I watched my first Iron Cats and I watched the trailer for the Iron Cats. I was like, man, this is amazing. I was like, this is a movie. I was like, this is amazing, man.
Now I'm gonna be totally transparent.
You've been at the park all day, Uncle Steve.
I'm gonna be transparent on that. So the first Iron Cat, the very first one, I actually made that trailer. I got the music. I iSplice. The other ones, that's stock Apple trailers that come with iMovie.
Yeah.
But the first one I made, and people thought that one was an iMovie trailer. I was like, well, dang, if they think that's an iMovie trailer, then I'm just going to do iMovie trailer.
Well, no, man.
Make it easy on yourself.
This is awesome. But I don't know if maybe they edit the whole video for you, but man, I was impressed.
Hey, talk about OBS. I want to learn from the best.
Yeah, so the OBS class for everybody out there is $3.99. You contact me and I'll show you how to do this, son.
Don't you have a video out there, son?
Yeah, I do have a video.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Check his video out. He goes in and he can.
But seriously,
Make sure you leave a comment.
Behind the scenes, seriously, man, I appreciate you, Palmetto. Anytime, man, behind the scenes, hit me up and I'll help you out, bro.
Yeah, I like StreamYard, but you do something, you do crazy stuff that nobody else is doing, and I think it's really entertaining.
Yeah, very entertaining. That's why I would say Fish Snatcher needs to have like 200 people in them live shows because the way the stuff that he puts into
it's fun.
It is fun. Yeah. It's a great time. You got all the people dancing across the screen and stuff.
I'm about to say you should see his dancers.
One of you tonight. Shout out to my dancers here. So
he had 200 people on that wheel. That live stream would last for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
You have to kind of max it out eventually. But I was talking to some other people. I am looking for other people to see do it. And like I said, Palmetto, if you're interested, man, we'll get you going.
I'm interested in learning about the platform. I've tried to watch videos about on YouTube, but they're talking all this mumbo jumbo that I just
they drag it along and don't get to the point.
You get like you get, and I'm not saying I'm old, but you get to a certain age where you're like, just tell me what to click.
Right. So I made a short video.
And StreamYard does that for you. It's like, click this and you're good.
Yeah. Well, I made a short video telling you everything that I use and everything that, like, all the items that I needed to make it work. And it's all in that video. So
and
if you need help past that, you just let me know.
I watched that video like this.
As I said, anybody that's interested, hit me up. And, you want some help, I'll help walk it through it. Like, not trying to set out. There's some people that's going to use it for good, and there's some people that's going to because it can be used for bad too, man. To be honest with you, like I'm joking when I'm talking about the dances, but I'm not at the same time. I put my trolls behind me. There's people. I don't respect bullies. I don't like bullies, and I don't respect them. I'll show you how to handle a bully. Yeah.
Mark is right.
His next dances are going to have frogs up there.
Mark is right. So StreamYard is really good to have guests up like we're doing right now. The streaming platform that I really started out on was called Ecamm. And Ecamm, because I have Apple devices, it just worked. Like you turn on your computer, you could use your phone as a camera, a wireless camera, just across the room. In order to have a guest on with you, they had to use what's that? Not FaceTime, but what's it called?
Zoom?
Not Zoom. Before Zoom. Dadgummit.
I'm not sure.
So many different things.
It's not FaceTime, but it's like they had to sign up for something and go. Somebody will say it in just a second.
Well, that's how the other platforms work. That's the difference between StreamYards and the other platforms. Other platforms, you have to use other devices like Zoom and these other platforms connected with it in order to have guest stuff.
Skype. That's what it was. Yeah, Skype.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I knew Mark could get it. He know all of them.
Mark got it.
Yeah.
I tried several of them, man. I used all the free versions I could. And then StreamYard was just, you can still do some stuff with StreamYard's making it easier every day. Like you can share videos now. You can, that countdown, that giveaway tool for our community is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's the best thing.
Yeah, I got to learn that one. And one thing StreamYard does have to work on though
Hey,
They
Mom.
got to fix that bug where a phone call will mess up your audio.
See, I
Right.
do my StreamYard through the computer, so I don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, I do mine on the computer.
That's why I try my best
Well,
to
it's another thing people got to realize. You got to have a good computer if you're going to be doing it because it will suck some RAM space out of you. What's that
Mhm.
processor be working overtime?
Yeah.
You don't got a good processor in there.
Yeah, Brian could have definitely used that giveaway tool in his giveaway, man, because it was getting
Right,
confusing.
right, yeah.
Yeah, that number stuff is tough. Yeah, I actually had to
to.
buy a fan table during these tournaments because my laptop and my laptop's only a year old. It's a MacBook,
Mhm.
That's
but
what I got.
you
That's
got to
old.
put it on that fan because running a 9-hour live stream,
Overheated.
that thing heats it up, boy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
the
man.
camera. So I've been thinking about trying it just to see with my laptop, trying to see an external camera. Will that slow down my processor a little bit, from working so hard? 'Cause the processor is what making the computer, overheat like that. It's working so hard. That's why you have
Yeah.
to put the fan on it. So if I could figure out how to slow that down some, I could do a lot more.
Yeah, I'm using an external camera. I got a mirrorless camera on there, which helps out a lot. I finally figured out how to do that.
So do you think if
This is
that's
my
better than
laptop camera
using?
right
You can
here.
use your GoPro fish snatcher.
I've been thinking about trying to GoPro. Oh, look how you just switched to the camera just like that.
Yep, that's
you
through
can change
StreamYard.
cameras from one to
Look
the
how
other.
bad it is compared to his other thing.
Wow. But no, you could do a lot with that though. No, you can put multiple cameras going on. You get the wheels turning with that, man.
Well, there's a trick with StreamYard for those of you who use it, where if you have a phone or multiple phones or multiple devices, you can invite yourself to the stream,
Yeah.
Right.
and then you can
On
have a
another
camera
camera.
set up like over here.
But I was getting feedback.
So
from other
I've done
people.
that before with a package I was opening.
Yeah.
And so I had the phone looking at the package, and I had both of them up there at the same time.
Mhm.
I think
Wow.
I learned. I knew you could do the avid fisherman figured that out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Mike.
Definitely.
Well, it's kind of like
Well,
what
you-
Haz is doing today with the cookout.
What's that dude? 12-hour live stream.
DoorDash.
That's a good idea.
Who would do a 12-hour plus live stream? I mean, come on now.
No, nobody on this panel.
When they bring it
I know
to the
two on
board,
here at least.
Yeah.
Have all of us gone over 12 hours?
Nope. 7 is my longest. Like 7
Not
and a
me.
half hours. That's the longest I've done.
39, right, Stan?
That's right. 39 plus.
I didn't even go 39. I think I went
Yeah, like
30,
33 or something like that.
33, and then I took a nap.
Yeah.
A well-deserved nap.
Yeah. Well,
That's a good question for you. How did you come up with the Iron Cat?
Fishing with the Chad had that first tournament style like that, where he went live on his channel and invited. I didn't even know you could do that with StreamYard. Streaming was very new to me. I didn't even know how to do it.
Mhm.
And then I saw Chad do that, and I was like, that's cool, man. And I didn't really think much about it. And then Mark did it with his 1v1, and I was like, man, that's another person doing that. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna do a tournament, but it was like the kids tournament today where everyone was live on their own channels, and that's pretty cool. But it's hard for somebody to keep up with. So I tried to do it today, like 6 or 7 live streams, and it just after a while you're like, oh man, it's so frustrating going back and forth. So that first Iron Cat, I just it's one of them toilet ideas, where you're sitting on the toilet and you're just contemplating life, you got your phone there and you're just scrolling through something, and I saw Mr. Beast episode where Mr. Beast would always do these videos. I spent 24 hours doing this. I spent 24 hours doing that. And so this particular one was I spent 24 hours underwater.
Goodness.
Where he had like a tub underwater with some air in there. And he didn't last the whole 24 hours. But I was like, man, what can we do 24 hours? I've done the 24-hour live stream thing, but so then I was like, well, let's see who can stay up the longest catfishing. And it went very well for the first, I don't know,
All right,
30
wow.
hours.
Yeah.
And then
Sleep
the
deprivation.
last 3 or 4 hours, it
Yeah.
was kind of rough. Stan knows. We won't bring up old stuff, but sleep
But with every
sleep deprivation and then the elements, just the cold for Sharina, and then the people coming in there and bugging Stan, and sleep deprivation was huge, and people were thinking and saying things that they didn't mean.
and
And that was,
even people in chat, some of them were up the whole time we were.
Yeah.
There
yeah,
were
they were
people that were
being
there
mean. They were
the whole
being mean in chat, and
Yeah.
once that started happening, I was like, man, this needs to be over quick.
Yeah.
And you learn from that. After it was over, after everybody got sleep, everybody was nice again. Everybody was really happy. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, we had a great time until. So then, and then, the next Iron Cats, I revamped it and put a fish limit on it. I think the fish thing was what made it last for so long. It wasn't about the fishing, and
Yeah. The fish limit is good to have that.
yeah, and it wasn't about fish really. It was just what we did, coupled with
Yeah.
who can last the longest.
Yeah.
But it needed to be about the fish.
Yeah,
It did.
I think that's right. Creole got his net, went home, and went to bed.
Yep.
And knowing Sharina and I, that first Iron Cat may still be going right now. If
Yeah.
It gave me an idea hearing you guys talking about that, what Two Stan said and listening to what Paul Meadow was saying. Could there be a Iron Chat?
A what?
An Iron Chat.
Iron Chat.
oh, I got that hands
I
down.
was thinking, wait a minute. Stan and I would be going forever.
That's true. That's true. Me and Miss Becca would.
Kevin, I had a 6-hour one go south, Kevin.
We're gonna do the
That
Iron
might
Chat.
run 7 days straight.
So when's the Iron Cat Bluegill tournament?
See, I want to
I'm
do
signing
one.
up.
No, listen. I want to do one, but Chad is gonna do one. He hasn't set it up yet, and so I'm not gonna do one until after Chad does that first one because I want to respect him.
Only way I would lose if it goes by size. Because there's some states that have like deformed bluegills that's the size of Shaq foot.
I just watched. Do y'all subscribe to Ty's Pig Patrol?
Yeah.
So he just put out a video a couple days ago where he catches 3-pound shellcracker in crystal clear water.
That's crazy.
3 pounds. I had never seen shellcracker so big in my life.
Crazy.
Well, our shellcrackers get pretty big, but not 3 pounds big.
Now, when you see these are like Potomac River nuclear waste shellcrackers, man.
Oh, you got the eye from Haz on that one. Don't be
I got
talking
the eye from Haz
about
and B. Look at him.
His eyes just shifted right down. Said, "Don't be talking about my Potomac."
Brian's been working on putting together a tournament. Ain't that right, Brian?
Nah, we ain't.
That's right, David Smith. Lots of Mountain Dew, baby.
We gonna see each other anyway. So
yeah, we already matched up.
Uncle B is gonna have a wife beater tournament.
Brian wanted to know who was the best DC or Maryland on part of Potomac River, so we was gonna do a 1v1, but we already gonna do it on the Palmetto Cats show. So we can see which one's better.
Okay.
Hey, so I got a question for Brian B and Haz. I've been throwing an idea, and I've had the idea, but I don't know if it was a good idea or not. What if I hosted a Potomac River battle?
So,
or y'all gonna do that already?
In the works.
We need to do another. So I did the. I don't know if you saw. I put a vote up to see if you guys want to see another Potomac River tournament, and it was like 150 votes. Everybody said yes, they want to see it again. So definitely, And the thing is, like, I'm in it, so I can't host it. So we need something to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
So
I would
let's do it.
host a tournament for you guys.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And then we can really see, because it's so easy to catch fish in the Potomac. So nobody can compete with you guys.
Well, there was
We
also.
tried
It's
that.
funny you bring that up, Kevin, because Az
Are
and
you saying
I,
there's no skill?
Look at us.
it's funny that you're bringing that up because
looking at
Az and
that
I
bird
have
back there.
Haz and I have been talking about a little something that maybe will, it's going to come to fruition, but we're not going to get into details. But how I feel about my James River, and has
about my Potomac. Jeremy,
so.
you guys don't catch fish on the Santee Cooper. It wouldn't work, Santee Cooper. All I would have to do is fish for 1 hour. You can have the rest of the 8 hours, and we're gonna beat you in 1 hour fishing.
I mean, y'all catch fish this big. I mean, you can definitely beat me in numbers.
I catch big fish. I don't know what y'all talking
Every
about.
once in
I
a
catch
while.
the big boys. I go out and catch big boys.
You can put your big fish against our big fish. Get all your footage. I bet you we got more footage.
I catch big boys.
So when's the tournament happening, fellas? Yeah, Santee Cooper versus the Potomac. James River versus the Potomac.
There's not enough of us in Santee Cooper.
Everybody wants to face the Potomac, man. I'm loving it.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to hold the title belt until somebody come and takes it.
Listen, I do not want to have a tournament against the Potomac because there's too many fish in the Potomac.
And I was told that there's so many fish in there because it ain't been commercial fished yet. Is that right? Is that why there's so many?
They're not allowed to eat them. That's why.
It is commercial fish.
Yeah, it's definitely.
We have nets set up down Maryland at towards the Chesapeake.
Now the Potomac is a big fishery. Like it's a really big fishery, and it's a tidal river, so you got lots of food coming in there.
Yeah,
it's just a really good fishery. It's good for striper. It's good for everything. It's actually a pretty big river too. Like people don't realize how big y'all's river is.
Realize that.
It is.
The Potomac River is it's bigger than James River.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's longer. Yeah.
So anytime you got a big water system like that with changing water going in a tidal system, you're going to grow some big and lots of cats in there. Yeah. Lots of fish in general.
Sounds like they want to go. My river's bigger than your river.
Our river's good.
And it's brackish water too, right?
To see like 5 YouTubers go live every week on this river and tear it up.
That's true.
Do y'all want to catch the same fish?
All I got to say is first Iron Cat, 3 50s back to back to back. Dan Green Machine.
All 50 pounds. They was in they had 150.
It was like 40s.
It was a 42, a 48, and a 52.
Okay.
But it was impressive, though. It was very impressive.
Dan Green Machine.
I told y'all there was a lot of testosterone up in here.
Dan Green Machine had
testosterone. That's getting the record straight. I mean, the facts.
Stan, all I have to say is I was out there for a whole weekend, and where was those 40s, 50s, and 60s talking about?
We keeping them on the down low. We had all kinds of people from all over the place. We were like,
you had my man come all the way up there to catch 4, 5, and 6.
And then what do I do? The first day back on the Potomac River in the kayak, what I do? 42 on this side and a 28 on this side.
Now, I have been to the Potomac, and I ain't seen nothing impressive there. When I was there. I also went to the James, and I didn't see nothing impressive there. So, I mean, we're talking about, if you talk about like single days, every single river's got their bad days.
Oh yeah,
every single lake.
Well, and you got to know where to go on the river. Like you got to know about that area,
Yeah, but Kev, he does have. We were bank fishing Potomac River, and he did catch a 25-pounder out there.
Has that same spot where we were anchoring up, and we were trying to anchor up, and we had Epic was telling us to pull out that big ass anchor. That same exact spot, Dan from Green Machine caught a 67-pounder at that exact spot just the other day.
Goodness gracious!
Tiger, I caught 2 today. 8. It was like a 9 and a 15-pounder.
James Rivers got them giant shad to eat, man.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Listen, I'm more impressed about how easy it is for y'all to catch bait than I am about the catfish.
Oh man, it's so easy to get a gizzard shad out there. It's so
that's a good bait river.
It's so easy. They loaded up with bait. But that's so food for the
I think the biggest thing I'm worried about is just getting signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, I just said the nearest town's like 40 minutes from me, and even when I was there before, I mean, I can get it on my Wi-Fi at my place, but I'm hoping I can get it out there, because I'm only about a half mile from the river.
Mm-hmm.
So as the crow flies.
Yeah. Kevin, never mind.
Say it.
I think it's good and upgrade your plan. That's what I'm getting ready to do myself. Get a higher plan if you can.
What do you mean a higher plan?
I've never met Jeremy, but he started watching a channel about a month ago, or that I know of.
But your signal.
Well, there's different. Like even though you got a signal, you can get a higher plan with your service, right? They got tiers and plans. I got the lowest tier right now, where they give me so many bandwidth and all that stuff, right? So they can tell me I can upgrade to the highest plan where I can increase my bandwidth and all these other things, and I get more gigabytes of this. So they say I'll get a better
gigabyte, son.
Yeah, right. They say I'll get better service.
But I'm not worried about the size. I'm worried about the actual signal. I mean, getting it from a tire that's probably not even there.
Yeah.
Troy, what's up?
Yeah,
Troy?
it's like the lake Moultrie. The farther you get from the bank towards the middle, you're done.
Goes away, yeah. It's got to be houses around,
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah, so
I get service at all my good fishing spots.
Yeah, because you're in the city.
I know.
I agree.
We good to go.
We got it.
Now this is Arkansas. Let me tell you, this is Arkansas. I got two security lights over there. Okay, I got one down at my gate, and then and my driveway is a half mile long. So I got one at the gate, and then I got one up there at a place. Well, I put a work order in back in January because my security light went out at the gate, right? So and it started kind of working, and it's kind of been working. Well, then all of a sudden, it's really dim now. So I called yesterday to get them to come back out and do that. Well, do you know they still have the same work order open from January that they keep on updating like every month? I don't know if they just made it temporary, to get it going or what, but it's taken 7 months for a security light.
All right, Skelly.
That sounds like big government right there.
Ozark has got that signal boomer.
George Ray, you know what I've been wanting to do? I asked him to get in contact with the guys over there in UK. I want to do a UK versus USA.
I don't know. Like, will Wells be involved in that?
It would have to be called.
Yeah, we have to be carved because they don't have
right. So they do. Some places they have catfish. It's just different. So I would want to do carp is really popular over there. Mm-hmm. So a carp versus catfish battle, like just numbers. Yeah, just numbers, not pounds or anything. Because if they catch Wells catfish, there's no way we keep it up with that.
Wells catfish is the size of Cadillacs, man.
I don't know, Mark. Verizon never throttled me down, and I go live a lot. I've run a lot of broadband on this thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying about having a good plan. You get a good plan, you can get unlimited access.
The only thing I'm sending out to people is be careful with thinking 5G is better. Because if you don't have 5G signal, like today at the meet and greet, when Bex went up live, it was a grainy signal. She had to take out her 4G to do a hotspot and to able to get her 5G phone to have enough
The
signal.
You only got
Hey,
I
I had 5G and
everywhere.
my phone was working.
you got like 2 dots of 5G over there.
Right.
I couldn't get everything on YouTube. It took a while for everything to even load on my feed to even see what was on YouTube with 2 dots of 5G.
Right. But the thing is,
You got
it's
to dummy
coming.
your phone down back to LTE or 4G just to get a stronger signal.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
said,
when you're doing these
why you
live
want to
streams,
have 5G is because it's coming. So
Yeah,
you want to have
that's
something
all
that's going to
it
be
is.
ready for it when it comes. It's coming. It's already
if
here.
you're doing live streams, you want to have AT&T or Verizon. You want to have one of those two services because T-Mobile,
Verizon is pretty
Sprint,
good. That's what I'm about to switch to.
and all them is not going to get you what you need. You got to have AT&T or Verizon.
Yeah, and
But see,
I was talking.
Arkansas still on F's. They ain't made it to G yet.
What is that?
They ain't made it to G yet.
Tell Arkansas they play with that one. They got to get a G.
I
And
got
I
these
was
smoke signals. Maybe y'all get it.
I was talking to Verizon,
service.
and Verizon said there's 2 different 5G. There's nationwide 5G, and then there's real 5G.
Oh,
Your
man.
nationwide 5G is not even as good as your 4G. So
It's hit or miss. I can
Yeah.
have it here, but if I go
Yeah,
one block
Starbucks is
down,
better.
I got
But a
half
lot
of
of
the
the
5G, and then my service ain't no good.
A lot of the
busting.
UK channels that do live streams, they're out fishing like the ocean and stuff. They don't fish the
Or
lakes.
fishing for pike.
Yeah.
So
I
y'all
don't
got
see
a lot
them.
of
They don't
carp
fish
over there too,
the
though, right?
ocean.
You said Gar?
No carp. They got a lot of carp where y'all at, right? In that area.
In DC?
Yeah, you can fish for
Well,
carp.
I watched that one guy over there that was it catfishing carp. Is that his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah, there's carp here. You catch them. If,
Yeah.
And over in
we
UK,
doing
they
if
said
we doing that
Georgia,
tournament,
they
I'm
have
bringing
carp.
Richard with me.
Yeah, Luke
Uh,
Nichols will catch it. Luke Nichols will catch a fish out of toilet though. I mean,
George, that's what he was saying. George Palmetto was saying it'd be y'all fishing carp and we fishing catfish.
Right. And I said, no, well, I'm saying they got carp too, though. It could be a carp on carp. They got carp too.
Yeah, but
we're
that
talking about
ain't my
viewership though. I mean, you gotta be smart with your viewership. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
We're
Maybe
catfish
people would
fans.
watch a carp tournament, but in a catfish community, I don't know if they'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't
I
know.
gotta
Maybe they would.
I think they will watch it.
I gotta tell you
Instagram
this: when you said go fish, right, or when you said the toilet or catch something out of the toilet at a job I used to work for, we actually plugged up the hole in the bottom of the toilet in the break room, and we dumped go fish in there, and we had these little rods.
Oh my goodness.
So when the new people would come in, we'd take them into the bathroom because we wanted to see what their expression was going to be when they opened up the stall and saw these little goldfish, and we go in there and we feed them. I mean, we kept them up and everything. But yeah, we actually put the goldfish in the toilet.
I'm not going to say it. I wouldn't say it.
They were our pets.
What if somebody really had to go? What happened
There was
then?
there was other stalls.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't put them on every stall.
Maybe think about Eddie Murphy, and then the brown shark came, and then the big brown shark came. Then the big brown shark came.
Back to the live streaming conversation though, like that brings up a good point. Like, most people you see a lot of live stream catfishing shows now, and some are better than others, not because of the people or even the fish, but because of the signal. You'll get one where they'll be in motion for a second and then it'll stop, and then you still hear their voice, and then they're over here now, and or like down here, I'm lucky to be able to stream where I am, so I have like 4 spots that I can get signal from. And sometimes there's fish there, sometimes there's not. And I think that there's so many successful YouTube channels on the Potomac because y'all are in that urban environment where you get to suburban and urban environment where you get to you have a good signal pretty much anywhere you want to go. I think it's awesome. I wish we had towers like that everywhere. It'd be pretty cool.
It's up and
Yeah, we
down.
are still up here. That's why I'm like, we're still up here. We have a really good
Yeah.
signal.
We got good signal and got plenty of catfish.
And we
That's
got
right.
good bank spots. You know, you don't got bank spots on the James stand. You know, if you ever
Yeah,
want to do a bank tournament, you know, Potomac Bank versus James Bank. Let me know.
Yeah, good luck finding a bank fishing spot down here. You've seen it has.
I know.
It's like all woods.
And you know, the signal here, we've got those spots where
I
it's
would
just
say, the Potomac River Bank took out Steve Douglas, Chris Flores, and Kevin. Me and Chuck put on a show.
Hey, listen,
Everybody else was in a boat. We was on the bank.
it was a close one though.
It was a close one. But
I won one trophy.
I give Arkansas a hard time, but honestly, you know, of course, the area is beautiful, and you know, there's lots of areas like that, you know, but the area is beautiful, but the people, they are so down to earth and so nice, and you know, it's unbelievable. Of course, now when I moved over there the first time when I went to work, my boss's name was Booter, and he it really was, his name was Booter. And I was sitting there, you know, working, and he's like, Becca. I said, what? He goes, you have got to slow down. He goes, we don't do things that fast over here. And I was like, okay. And I did. I learned. I mean, you really had to slow down.
and that's the boss saying to slow down. That's
Yeah. He was so nice.
In my 20 years of managing restaurants, not once did I tell somebody, you know what, you got to slow down. You're doing that a little too quickly.
He said, he goes, this ain't Texas. You
Speaking
know.
of slowing down, guys, I'm gonna get out of here so I can make it to church in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, Ken.
Uncle B, man, thanks for letting me up on here. It was fun. We have to do it more often.
Yeah.
God bless. Good night. Have a great day at church and say a prayer for all of us.
Yes, indeedy.
Absolutely.
See you later, Kevin. Great talking with
you. All right, bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
All right, bye. Yeah.
Oh, it ain't always calm waters on the Potomac. It's a river. It's not always calm waters on the river. But we seen rough waters today fishing on the bank.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking you guys. Like, y'all water is brackish water, right? It's like ocean water mixed with fresh water, right?
Yeah, but it's more fresh water though. It's not really,
more fresh water.
Well, I'm saying, do you think that plays a part in the good fish you guys got there?
The tidal water definitely plays a part in it because we have the tidal water switching, bringing bait in.
That's what I'm thinking.
Out, and the catfish are moving to go get that.
One thing about the catfish, they stay moving.
Yeah,
well, we got a lot of good
food. It ain't a good bite, but you can go somewhere else and the bite is fire.
Yeah, I seen that with you guys in that iron cat. You moved this a little bit and he started getting on fish.
Yeah, and the tide plays a big role into the bite, man. You have
slack tide,
and then the tide starts changing.
It's sketchy out here.
Does that tide work just like the ocean? Like, you know what time the tide's up, you know what time it's down?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. We know when it's up, we know when it's down, but
I got an app on my phone. I know what time the tide will start coming up. Hopefully I'm on the way when that happens.
I try to judge it and be like, okay, it's high tide. The bite was good last time, but incoming tide, let's go out there again, and then it's totally different. It's different from day to day.
Is the James River the same way? Is it brackish water, and does it have a tide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because even way up here, we're hundreds of miles from 100 miles from the actual bay, the actual salt water. And there's still blue crab all the way up here where we fish it up here.
Where's y'all dam at?
What's that?
Where's your dam at? They don't dam it
off? No, upriver.
Oh, it's above you guys.
Yeah, but what happens is there's a fall line right up from Richmond. Yeah. Which means that's where the tidal water ends.
Okay.
So it's a
Right.
natural dam. It's a natural dam there that the tidal waters end right there, and then it goes just to regular flowing water.
He got to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Get up in the
You
morning.
gotta get up. Yeah,
I do too. I gotta go to church. I might just stay awake for church.
Yeah.
Well,
And everybody, I know everybody's already heard that one. What did the fish say when he ran into the wall?
Damn.
Yeah.
First time I ever
our
heard that.
dam is separated from.
Are you serious?
That
Yeah,
Maryland DC line is where the dam is. Anything above us.
Catfish will eat the heck out of blue crab. Catfish love crab.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried it for bait though.
Yeah, if you've got crab in the area,
we eating it. I ain't putting that thing on.
Oh no, I'm buying. I buy them little soft shell joints and crack them. Well, blue crab. My father's tried it, but he then they put the whole crab on it. So no, it didn't work for him.
But
You guys pretty much stick to certain baits.
You could do that and for rockfish too,
ladies and fellas. I need to get some rest. I'm tired. We've been up since.
Well, dang it! Now you jumping out before I can too. I was about to say I got to get up a couple hours for stand day.
I'm sleeping in. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, I can't sleep. I got work to do. I got work to do on Sunday.
But yeah, I'll catch y'all later, man. I'll let y'all.
Right,
God bless everybody.
God bless. And then there was 4.
Then they was in fact, hold up.
I'm winning.
I'm gonna poke you.
I'm winning the Iron Live Challenge.
Oh, you're gonna lose.
I probably will. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna give it a run for this money. I don't know who can stay up longer between Miss Becca and 2 stands, but it's not the fish snatcher.
You would definitely lose.
That would be a good competition because my first live, when I was just learning how to do things, of course, the first thing I said when I got on there was, well, this is going to be just a short live. And it never works out that way. But anyways, we're going through, and I had Becca and Mike T were up on the panel. And long story short, my phone died. So I thought, well, that's it. The stream is over. I had no idea, because this is like the first one that I was doing by running StreamYard myself. So I'm get the phone, it died. I get something to eat. I go upstairs. I'm doing whatever. And all of a sudden, I get laying down and I go to keep checking back. I wanted to see how many views I got and whatnot. I'm seeing, it says 2 stands, there's stands live. I'm like, live? That ended, my phone died about a half hour or more ago. Well, I plug it in, I go back to it. It was still going. There's Rebecca and Mike Turner. They're still talking.
I remember I said, what do we do? And he said,
hey, D. Smithy.
Just keep talking, Becca. Just keep talking.
Stan.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I see her. Well, because we found them in the bellies of blue cats before.
Well, they always told me that if you want to know what bait to use, open up a fish's belly.
Mm-hmm. Just don't do it the way Dieter did it. He just went in the belly. Did you watch that video, Becca?
No, not yet.
Oh, Lord.
I've been preoccupied.
A short live is 6 hours. Short live is about 8 to 10 hours.
All right, Brad.
4 hours. Nothing ain't got to do.
Good night, Mr. Brand.
Stan has 5 million hours view time.
I wouldn't doubt that.
That's
what I said. I got 100 hours on my own stream or my own channel, but I got 8,000 hours on everybody else's.
I got more other people's than I have on my own. Yeah.
Yeah. Just on
Oh my goodness.
Just on mine, I got enough hours to get 4 people.
Strawberry jelly chicken.
The view hours on our channel, on my channel alone, I got enough to get 4 people monetized.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
But and I've probably got the same amount of view hours on everybody else's channels too.
Yeah, because you everywhere.
Yes, man, you go hard. Brian B's another one. He stay up all night too. You can add him into that.
Yeah, so lately I have. At first I wouldn't. I was just in the chat. I wasn't jumping up on camera. I think after doing a couple of these tournaments.
If you're trying to take YouTube serious, you got to get him in front of this camera. You got to get out of here.
I know.
That's right.
I had to, get in the camera first.
Actually, the best way to start is by going up on other people's panel, and you get kind of used to it and figure out what you're doing. This way, by the time you start doing yours, then number one, you'll have people then that want to come onto your panel because they've already seen you and they've been talking with you on their channel and things like that. So, but that's a great way to get started, is going up on other people's panels, and you'll learn what you're doing there, and you'll get more comfortable with talking to the, talking to your phone.
When I did the giveaway, I told Snatcher, he said, "Man, if you want to do it tonight, I come up there with you." I was like, "Cool." Said, "Hey, got Snatcher with me. Let's roll." Sent her the link. He said, "I'll be right there." Boom. Then Willie said, boom. I said, "Okay, we're gonna have some fun and do some giveaways." I ain't know it was gonna be too.
Best giveaway I've seen yet, man. This is the best giveaway on YouTube.
I thought it was awesome. He did a great job with that. And it's not easy doing a live by yourself. Like you're just going up there and you're trying to talk about whatever. Yeah. It's better to have people you can talk back and forth with. It's tough to just go up there and try to start talking. If you've got a guest up, you can talk back and forth. Mm-hmm. But to just go up and sit there by yourself and talk for hours, just even though you're talking to chat and back and forth, it's still because there's
the blank spots.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I added all the characters.
Jeremy, you are definitely right. If you get skunked on that 7-7, you better change your YouTube name. You better change your YouTube name.
I don't know. I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah, well, I do too, but
I mean, you gotta look at who lives you be hosting sometimes.
I mean, somebody's got to listen to me.
I heard you calling Tom and Aaron last night. I had to get up and look at the phone myself to make sure to see if they was all right, because you was like, "Hello, Paige and Tom and Aaron," and nobody heard that. Sounded like they were just talking. You're
like, "Woohoo, Tom, Aaron." Were they doing potty break? Did we ever find out what happened to them during that?
Hands or something.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I think Aaron fell asleep, but I don't think he'll admit it.
Because they was quiet for a second. She was like, "Hello," and I had just put the phone down. I was like, "Okay." And I heard her kept saying their name, and I didn't hear them. I was like,
it was funny. The one night I was fishing out there with them, Tom LG has never done it before, but he nodded off, and the coffee cup dropped out his hand. That thing. That thing landed perfect, didn't spill a drop of coffee.
Oh man!
Hey, true story. I was dancing. It was a little get together in Arkansas, and I had my drink in my hand, and I won't tell you. I'm not going to tell you the whole story because it's not appropriate, for up here on YouTube. But I had my drink in my hand. It was after we go mudding, and number one. I was up in a Bronco that had been transformed into a mud, and it was up on 56-inch wheels. So you had to step, way up to get in it because they didn't have like a ladder or nothing to get up in it. So, number one, I split my britches in the back getting up in it. I did, but nobody told me that I did that. Okay. And so anyway, after we got done mudding and stuff, got back, and we were just, it was get together, right? And I was sitting there, and I had this cup. Well, I have cups like it here, but anyway, and I was sitting there dancing, right? Well, I tripped over my own big old feet, right? I fell. I went all the way backwards, which I've got a picture of this. Somebody snapped a picture. I'm on the ground, and do you know I never spilled the drink? It was still straight up. That's when I learned, because they gave me the picture later, because they said nobody told me, and I knew once I got home, But yeah, right there, because my knees are up and everything, and you see my behind bigger than crap, because it's got my split britches right there. So, lesson learned: always wear underwear.
Yeah.
All right, Troy, see you later. And I don't like how my wife, for those that don't know, Dee Smithy is my wife. She's out there. But Painting Services by Steve said, a talker will talk while the fishermen fish. Ain't that right, Stan? And bam, my wife immediately, right on, Steve, you're right.
Snake, what you doing? You must be off tonight. At 2:30, you up.
But yeah, 2:30. So I told her that I'd be up there by 2. So I'm about on my time. That's a half hour late. That's about right.
It's only 1:30 here, so.
But yeah, I gotta get up in a couple hours for stand day, so that I can be a little bit late to show up there.
Ooh, Mr. Rick said that he's got a 429 Bronco. Man, I want to get me another Bronco.
Is it Bronco 1 or Bronco 2?
Strange.
I want the original full size Bronco. I don't want the 2.
That's the ones I like, is the full size ones. And
they've come out with a new Bronco. Do you know that? It's coming out.
Do you like it?
No, because it's not the original body style.
It's kind of weird looking, right? It's nice.
I like the boxy. I like the boxy look.
They should have kept it boxy. That's what they should have did.
But then again, I still like my 68 F100.
So I didn't know that they started making the Bronco in the 60s. Late 60s, early 70s, somewhere in there.
I'm not sure.
60s. Yeah, I just found that out. Late, it says like 68, something like that.
Skeletor said 11:33. Yeah, you live on the wrong coast.
Oh yeah,
he lives on the left coast.
He's West Coast.
What side?
I call it left coast and right coast.
The wrong coast.
Steve,
Yeah,
Steve
left coast, wrong coast, middle.
Painting Services by Steve, Central Time. He says 1:30. Stan, you good? You got 30 more minutes.
Yeah, Steve is probably what 4.
You ain't late.
4 hours? No, 5 hours from me, something like that.
I would say I know what happened if he's late for the show tomorrow, but that ain't nothing new.
There's Mr. Bob, Mr. Fins and Fines in the house.
1965 is the first year for Bronco.
I learned that not long ago. It was in the 60s. Yeah.
Blue Line, what part of Arkansas are you from? Or, where, not from maybe, but what part are you at? I'm actually finding there's a few people when I get over there. I mean, somebody's going to have to help me use all these catfish rods. So,
you got to put them all out in the water. You bait them up. Leave them in the water.
There ain't no way I can handle all these at the same time. Knowing my luck, all 50 pounders will take all of them at the same time.
Well, you're going to get some amazing views on that one.
Yeah.
Right I'm jumping in the river to grab them all.
That's going to be the show watching you get them all. Yeah.
You can always tell the catfish boats because of that, going down the river. If it's got like 52 rods off that boat, It's a catfish boat, you know.
That's
And
right.
it's got to be,
They
you
don't
know,
even show their rods.
it's got to be orange and green, and you know.
It's some kind of neon color. Yeah.
I seen we went past a guy. He was out on the Potomac. We was leaving from one spot going back down, and you know how they got the rods in the back all lined up. He had all one color, but I know daggone well he had 14 to 15 rods on the back. I said, "Ain't no way you casting all them rods out because them rods will get tied up." He was like this. I said, "No, ain't no way. That is too many rods in the back."
Is the limit different from the boat than it is from the bank? Rod limit?
It depends on what state you're in.
Now, for me, with tidal water, is no restriction.
In Virginia, you can use
12 rods on the bank and 12 rods on the boat.
Virginia, you can use whatever you can use. Like there's no limits on rods and whether your boat or whatever. Some states will have like a 2-rod limit or 3-rod limit and like 4 from the boat. So that's true.
I went to a campground and I asked them people there that you pay to go in at. I asked them, I said, "What's the rules here?" They said, "Catch all the fish you want and have fun."
I just found out that Blue Line, you're going to be 4.5 hours from me. And unfortunately, you live in the same town as my ex-husband. So you're out. I'm just kidding with you. But yeah, my ex-husband does live in your town. But you are 4.5 hours from me.
Oh, man, you need a backup rod, Brad, for the backup rod. And that
where my bloomers.
Backup rod.
Yeah, it was like back in New York. In New York, you could only use 2 rods. And that was it, 2 rods.
You see what TX said?
What's that?
You see what TX said about the rod limit?
No. Here, 4-bank, unlimited boat. Yeah, every state is a little different.
Is that how New York is? Stan?
No, New York was 2 rods. That was it. Bank boat, whatever. You could only use 2. And I had about 30 different rods and still always wanted more stuff. And all I could use was 2 at a time.
We broke those rules. When I lived in Coney Island, man, the whole pier be full of rods, You put a rod out there.
Yeah, now see, I don't know. Saltwater might have been different. I don't know because I didn't really fish New York saltwater.
Okay. Oh yeah, man, I love that. That's how I got to start fishing was saltwater fishing, And that's what I said. Stripers, porgies, and you get white and you get all kind of good fish, but saltwater.
We'd go to Sandy Hook, New Jersey. We'd go saltwater fishing in New Jersey. Yeah.
Let's see. Fins and Fines, you got to give me a town in Missouri because I know I'm like 6.5 hours, but that's kind of like the middle when I look it up. So you'd have to give me a town. And then somebody else just asked, where'd it go?
I started fishing heavy. Well, no, I started back fishing last year, maybe in July.
Well, I'm coming up on 2 years.
I got like 20. I have like 20 rods.
Well, I have a lot of rods too. They're just not good ones.
Yeah, I'm talking about 20 rods that I can use. I got a couple rods that are just laying there in the corner. But I looked at that the other day. I said, this don't make no daggone sense.
You have rods for all types of situations too,
Yeah.
All situations, you gotta have rods for the situation.
I keep blaming it on my son. I said, I need rods. So when we go out, he got some rods.
Well, you don't need a lot of rods because all you do is catfish. You don't multi-species fish.
But I can put 4 rods on the back of my boat right now, and I didn't even put the rod holder on the back. I mean the rod rack in the back.
And Jay Fox, I'd have to know a town for you too. a town in Tennessee.
5 up front.
Stan, do you only catfish? Do you multi-species fish?
If it swims, I have caught it. That's I didn't really
He targets fish.
target. That's right. I target all kinds of species.
That's my goal, man. I want to have so many species under my belt. It's crazy.
Like we didn't really start doing the big time catfishing. I mean, we always catfish, but like in upstate New York, it was mostly bullheads. It was we'd put them in the pot. We went to catch fish to eat, so it was mostly bullheads and small channel cats. And every once in a while, I think we caught I think the biggest one I caught up there was like 16 pounds.
Really? That's a whole lot of difference.
But we lived right on a lake, and the lake had big bass, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, pike, pickerel, perch, crappie, sunfish. So you had different rods for all of that, and
yeah, you do.
so I've my whole life I've been multi-species. Just now, since we've been down here in Virginia, past few years, you got one of the best fishing rivers in one of the best catfish rivers in America. So what do? You target catfish.
When in Rome.
Well, you can tell anybody from the Potomac. You mentioned something that they take as a shot against their river. They all get that side eye going.
Yeah, my whole life I've been multi-species too.
Hands was down there for.
I got like 12
days.
personality.
Ain't catching nothing bigger than a daggone perch.
And I just looked it up, Bob. I am 5.5 hours from you.
Blue line. You don't need one of them. You don't buy one. You buy them in pair. Because when you buy them 2, you're going to need 2 more. I'm trying to tell you. Get 2.
No, but I tell you what, there's nothing wrong with those.
Too. I'm just now stepping my game up. You got to start from somewhere, so it's good you started somewhere.
That's right. When we first started going live on YouTube, we had Lou's Cat Daddy rod and reel. It was $25.
And Jay Fox, I'm 8.5 hours from you.
But we started out with Lou's Cat Daddies. It's $25 for the rod and reel.